Yo, what up? What's going on? What is going on? What up, boss? What kid? What's up, man? Lama and Manny? I won't be surprised. It's a fucking crazy show these days. It's what do they call it? Freak show these days. What's up, Duggan? I ain't Duggan, man. Tired as shit. Didn't sleep enough. What's going on, people? How we doing? How we doing? Lines are open. Come on in. Call in. Be my guest. I'm good with it. You getting that money? Good. At least somebody is. Where's everybody at? I think Israel would be awful matchup for Boots. Okay. The bigger punchers like Ortiz and Backram are better matchups, right? Okay. What's up, bud?
What's up, Marco?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. To answer your question, I don't think we can say who the best at 54 is yet because it's too many fighters. It's too many people with belts. A lot of people unproven. But Charlo's still up there. We don't know what he gonna bring to the table. But as far as people who proved themselves, I would say maybe Fedora did the most. Out of the fighters, but you still can't really tell because I think Thurman can beat him. Ortiz, he a good fighter. He really unproven too though at the weight class.
Mm-hmm.
So is Bakram did what he did. Nobody want to fight him, so he the most feared I would say Bakram. Because he
Mm-hmm.
just can't get a fight. Boots did what he did. He did what he was supposed to that guy. But he's still unproven at the weight class. But and then I want to say like Ortiz, they calling out Ortiz, but Ortiz pretty much said he not even finna fight Boots next. In his last interview, he said they offered Boots to fight twice. He turned it down. So they got now that they got other fights, now they want to come back with some offer that he don't even know about. So it don't sound like he got plans to fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why everybody just Ortiz, 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 but Bakram did respond to Boots' call out, so I expect Boots to respond to that, to take that fight. That's a title fight. He calling you out, you called him out, so what's up, But I see a lot of Boots fans making excuses for that fight not to happen, like they was doing before he even fought Lima. Before that fight was made, they was making excuses for him not to go after Bakram. So I don't think Boots or his fans want that fight, but I think that's the most logical fight that should happen next. And that to me, that'll prove Boots at the weight class. Not even fighting the dude Beirut or whatever his name is. Um, that don't prove nothing. That's a nobody. He'll get a belt, but he a nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's the same as damn near Lima. That he unproven. He only got like 17 fights or something. So it's just like that
Right.
don't prove nothing. You win a belt, but it don't prove nothing in the division to me.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Okay. I like it. Zooted, what up? What up? Shakur, well, UD Tiafimo. Well, that fight's not even signed yet now, is it?
Right. We don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm
Uh,
upset Fundora and Keith Thurman got canceled. Well, they changed in a date, but I was looking forward to that fight.
Postponement is the word, but yep.
Yeah, postponed.
Let's see. Shakur. I don't think it's official yet. Let's see. I message him and he sometimes responds to me, sometimes he doesn't. Usually he doesn't. Yeah, now there's no fight officially in the books for him. It's taking so long.
Yeah, I agree with Danny though. It's a toss up. People they gotta fight each other, and even Ortiz they like literally ducked Baccarat, saying it was too much a dangerous fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really looking too good either.
No.
I don't know who he gonna get to fight, but somebody gotta fight him. Lubin he ducked the mandatory to fight Ortiz, so it's just like who gonna
Yep.
fight this guy?
Yep. That's true. That's true. Damn. What's up, everybody? Tap in. The phone lines are open. Or the StreamYard lines, whatever you want to call them. I love Tio and Shakur, just being real. Yeah, we all like those guys. I mean, not everybody likes Tio because he tends to ruffle feathers, but I like him.
Yeah,
But
he's a
what's up,
good
Tank?
fighter, but he avoid a lot of fighters, in my opinion.
You think Tio's avoided a lot of fighters?
Yeah, like he avoided Keyshawn. Um, he avoided Devin.
Okay.
He called out Bud, but he didn't want that fight. He was
Nah.
talking
Bud's too
about at 54 first. Then he said a catch weight. So I don't think he really wanted that fight.
Bud's too big.
Yeah, but I mean, he was. I guess he was willing to fight Boots. But
Um,
yeah,
maybe.
we don't know.
No, we don't know. We don't know any of this shit.
Yeah, he don't seem too sure about Shakur either. It's just like he haven't signed nothing, so he haven't made the effort to even really talk about Shakur like that.
Yep. Yep. It's true. What's next for your man?
Matias,
Huh?
Matias too. He didn't want to fight him either, but they didn't really have nothing going on. But he called him out. But ain't Matias on that card? November 22nd.
I don't know. Let's see.
I think he on that card.
Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Hold on. Nope. I don't see Matias on there. Better Biev. I think that got canceled.
Yeah, that got canceled.
Dula Mason, Bam, Haney, Benavidez. Nope. No Matias.
I thought Andy Cruz was supposed to be on there too. I guess not.
Guess not. Oh, Andy Cruz. Tio versus Shakur is a good match. I think Tio is really, really athletic, though. He marches to the beat of his own drummer, though. And I kind of like that about him. Yeah, I agree with you. We have 10 great fights. Yep, a lot. Shakur will embarrass Tio. Nah, I don't think he'll embarrass him. I think it'll be a competitive fight. Ward versus Kawasaki. Well, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I do tell you one thing: it will be
boring.
Yeah, it will be a boring fight.
Dudes in the audience will be like,
boring.
It's definitely going to decision.
we'll get to box 12 rounds, maybe. Wash. I don't see that. Hearns and Boots wants to. So what's
And
next?
then another thing, Boots said he had an announcement to make after the fight, and all he did was call out people like he normally do. That's not an announcement. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of misleading.
Well, your man Bud says he has an announcement. What's his announcement going to be?
I'm pretty sure a fight. That's in
Right.
a couple months though.
With who?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe maybe he could fight the winner of Janet Beck and Lara. Maybe that's what he aiming for.
Hmm. Cookie. What's up?
Marco,
Cookie. What's going on?
what up, man?
Chilling. Chilling. Just getting a little morning, afternoon boxing talk.
I was talking to CJ yesterday about the 160 fight with Laura and Janabek.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, they're trying to position that fight to get Terrence Crawford, but Adonis has the belt too at 160. So I'm hearing that Adonis may fight Crawford. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but at 160, Crawford gets that belt, right? And then he gets the winner of Janabek
And Lara,
and Lara.
undisputed.
And then, Crawford would get all belts at 160. And then that's pretty
Yeah.
much, seal the deal, OTG. That's pretty much, can't really end your career better than that, right?
True.
Yep. But
That'd be kind of beast, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, you got to, even if you don't like Crawford, it would be hard to deny that, man. I think that would be, like, all-time great.
Yeah, definitely four division undisputed.
Yeah, and those guys are in their
Unheard of.
prime, too. It's not like Crawford's like these guys washed up, so...
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Tell
Danny
Virgil to
Ramos.
sign the contract. I mean, Virgil got his daddy Oscar. He got to ask daddy first.
Oscar want the fight, but Ortiz's dad don't want the fight. They already expressed that. I don't see why everybody just ignoring that because they just want to see Boots Ortiz so much. But he pretty much said he not gonna fight him. They got other fights lined up.
I don't think they got time for that, man. I know they want a belt. I know they want a belt. I know they really want a belt, but they just had to take that fight, man. That's just, especially for 2026, man. We need big fights for that year.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it just sound like to me, it sound like it's like they offered him the fight, they didn't take it the 2 times, so they moving on pretty much. That's what
Yeah, I'm
they
here
said.
about Adam Aziz. Adam Aziz, the Pakistani English 140 fighter. He called out Hitchens and he called out Gary Antoine Russell. Like, I respect the call out, but Gary Antoine Russell and Hitchens, they're like on a different level. They're not gonna, I'm not sure what they.
The little guy that dances like Prince.
Oh no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think anybody could dance like Prince, but he's at 140. He has a rivalry. He has a rivalry with Dalton Smith.
Who was the dude Gary Antoine fighting? Like, I don't even know that guy.
Andy Hiroka. He fought Barbosa. Barbosa, the guy who had the controversial fight with Rolly Romero, the old guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He also knocked out like Jin Sasaki, and he has a couple wins on his belt, but I'm not sure, because Gary Antoine Russell, he could fight you in two ways. He could box you. He could he could blitz you too. But we'll see, man. I was showing Marco footage of Andy Hiroka, and Marco saw like a couple knockouts, and I think it'll be a good fight. I got Gary winning that fight.
Oh, okay. And yeah, Danny Ramos moved to 160. He not at 154 no more.
Yo, what's up, Fun Truck? What's up, Jackie? Robert in the chat, Hayden. You know what I'm saying? God love it.
What up? What up? Let me see. Hold
on. I said they offered Boots to fight twice and he didn't take it. So, I mean, I'm saying he didn't take the fights. So they pretty much moved on from the situation, it seemed like.
Virgil and Boots ain't happening. Why not? Why is Virgil and Boots not happening? You tell us.
My question to the chat, right, is like, how is that Ennis's fault? Like, Robert's blaming Ennis for ducking Ortiz. Like, looking back at it, I don't remember it being like that.
I just know Boots. They offered Boots to fight, and they made a mistake on the contract and made it for 47. And then they accepted it, but then they said it was for 54. So they said no, he's staying at 47. But at the same time, Boots offered Conwell a fight at 54. He was willing to go up for Conwell, but not Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, that's a fair point.
He avoided. Yeah, he avoided Ortiz.
I mean, yo, fuck it, right? Everybody's ducking each other, right, Marco? Isn't that how boxing works?
Nah.
Everybody got a different path, man. Everybody wants to, choreograph that career a little bit. But I think they'll fight. I just don't think Ortiz is going to fight him next. I mean, after Lubin, if he gets past Lubin. Because I like Lubin in that fight. I know, the Mexicans in the chat don't want to hear that, but Lubin could fight.
Yeah, Lubin
Boots avoided the fight, but now he's ready for the fight, and it seems Ortiz is avoiding the fight now. So they move in the same way. Neither one of them trying to get a belt. It seems like
Ortiz did have some health problems, Jackie, but I think he's over those now.
Yeah, he's
I heard what it was, but I didn't understand it. I never heard of it before. You feel me? You going to that?
Got a title
going
shot
to that
at
Danny Garcia
Bachman
card in Brooklyn? Cookie?
Oh yeah, man! Hell yeah! I'm excited for that.
I'm not sure if I want to go.
Man, I'm excited at the fact they put. I think Matias is going to be in Brooklyn with Dawson Smith.
I don't think so.
When is that fight?
Barclays. Yeah, I think they signed it for January 10th.
When's the weigh-in?
Oh, okay.
They're making the undercard for the fight too. The weigh-in is probably on the same week.
Yeah, I didn't apply for any of that shit. I'd like to go to it. I didn't even know about it.
I'm definitely going to that, man. Shit.
Yeah, but I like going in with credentials. I don't just like, and if it's not set for the public, you can't go.
I was going with the gang, man, from the boxing jungle. Some Brooklyn locals out there that'd be going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I'm gonna translate for people, and they're not too good in Spanish.
Yo, they got mad tickets all open for this shit. This shit is not doing well. Like mad tickets.
Do y'all think Fundora injury is legit or not?
That's this Saturday. Yo, this shit it's like 90% fucking open.
Oh, you talking about this Saturday? I thought you were talking about January.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're trying to charge $900 for ringside seats. This fight doesn't. No.
Yo, did Fundora re-injured it, or was it the first time he got injured?
It's his first time supposedly, but
I don't know, man. I feel like.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I just think he wants to be like 100% for Keith because I think his team knows that Keith is no joke. I think Keith will make him a really tough fight.
Yeah, I think it's maybe because the ticket sales, because they postponed it, but now they're gonna be on Pacquiao undercard, so they're not the main event no more. So that makes me think it was for sales. Probably they weren't selling that much.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too. They don't want to carry all that weight. Be like, oh, that fight didn't sell, so
yeah.
I mean, that's good though. I'm glad Keith was getting his shot, man. Keith. If Keith gets his W, I think that would make things real interesting at 154. Because then you have to Zaya's got to see guys like Keith, Ortiz, Boots. And then hey, we may even get Keith Thurman against Boots. Shit.
Yeah, I mean Thurman is a real player at 54, man.
Yeah.
Especially if he beat Fundora, which I got him beating Fundora, but he get that win, then shit, he back on top. He probably the biggest name at 54. Besides,
he's definitely the best. He got the best resume. He's the best talker. So I think promoters want to jump on that fight because he could sell a fight on his own. He could fight anybody, and it'll be people will tune in. You see how much Ness from the Boxing Boys loves your boys. So
yeah, Charlo and Thurman too were a good fight.
Oh yeah, Charlo.
Yep, that was a good fight. Yeah, production. I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the credentials here. I missed the deadline to apply.
But at the same time, too, look, when he was set to fight Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu, he was going to call him out, but he lost to Bakram that night. Thurman didn't mention fighting Bakram though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody just avoiding him, man.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
gone
like that.
like how many months? He hasn't had a fight. I think Bakram has been it's been like basically they're not taking it to fights, but he's also not. I don't think he's active. I
Yeah,
got to check.
he definitely been off for a while.
Man, that sucks for him, man. I hate when boxers got to go through that because they got a family to feed. This is how they make a living. So
Yeah, he finally get his title shot, and he did so much damage that niggas running in fear, bro.
like, yeah, no, I'm going that way. I'm not gonna mess with
Yeah,
that. But yeah, I think Ed is in a good position. I think people putting too much weight into the whole Lima thing. Like every great fighter has had a tune up. Like I've seen Miguel Cotto fight guys from the fucking Contender. Like I think
yeah.
sometimes you need a tune up to get acclimated to the weight. But yeah, I think Ennis is in a great position to maybe get somebody down the line.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with the tune up, but like the fact they try to compare him to Bud, act like he on Bud level, or they should
Oh
fight
yeah, it's
this and that.
different. Yeah.
But if you gonna compare him to Bud, then he shouldn't be taking a tune up. You was lineal, you was unified champion. You should have went straight for a fighter. But I'm cool with him taking a tune up. But now it's time to definitely step up and fight somebody, and not a boss Baruch. Like that's just, I mean, that's a belt, but like you called out Bakram, he the only person that responded to your call out. That fight should get made next, in my opinion. That proves a lot in a division. That's the real boogeyman of 54.
See, Perception Music said, why would Thurman be ducking Bakram or whatever the hell his name is instead of going after the Tower of Inferno? I mean,
that's not a duck going after Fundora.
shit.
No,
TCP.
I'm saying Thurman, like this is before he was even talking about fighting Fundora. Just when he was fight to set Tim Zoo and Bakram beat him, he didn't go in the ring and call out Bakram. That's all I'm saying. Like, he just let that go.
TCP said, if Turkey is the one trying to make Boots versus Virgil, we would know who really wants to fight. I don't believe her nor Oscar.
Damn.
I don't trust her myself. Yeah. And, Oscar, that's too much cocaine right there. So I don't trust Oscar too. But
Turkey tried, but Boots didn't want it.
Too much cookie? It's too much cookie for cookie?
Look, that's what y'all keep saying, the rehydration clause. He just got to 54. And if he called out Bakram, obviously he don't care about the rehydration clause. Don't use that as an excuse not to fight Bakram. That's a lame excuse, man. That's what Boots fans keep saying. Oh, he needs to just get a belt and then unify with Bakram or the rehydration clause. I'm not trying to hear that, man. That man is a champion. He offering you a title shot, and you're talking about Virgil. So that's not an excuse. If he called him out, he must be willing to take the rehydration clause. So
what up, Superman?
That's not an excuse.
What's cracking?
Yo, what's up, Superman?
6'5", Superman. What's up?
Damn. Yo, we need Alan Day and Superman on the same team. Just
yeah, right. 3-on-3. I got those two.
I got Tim Duncan and David Robinson right there.
You ever play ball growing up? I mean, I'm sure you did, but did you do it like seriously or just here and there?
Who me?
But yeah. I see other people duck Bakram too.
Oh man, I used to love basketball, man. So many politics in sports, man. I really don't like it.
So did you play like beyond street ball? Did you play at school or whatever?
Yeah, I played in school, but it didn't really go anywhere because I got into a car accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I went to visit a friend. During one of my breaks. It was a Christmas break or whatever, and I went to visit a friend in Connecticut, and she had a car accident. Bro.
See, Connecticut's the fucking devil. Like, I'm telling
you that. Yo, that Connecticut stuff, man. Shit.
What happened? You broke a leg? What happened? Yeah, Jack. He's 6'5".
So what actually happened was, prior to that, I was redshirted at a school, And then when I went to that school. I had got into it with the assistant coach, and this is why I'm talking about politics. He said to me, I said to him, "Yo, put this person in the game. Put this person, and it's practice." I said, "Yo, put that person in the game. Put that person in the game." I said, "I forget those guys. Put me in the game." So he told me to shut up. I said, "Don't tell me to shut up. My parents don't tell me to shut up.
Right.
Say be quiet." And I
Right.
got kicked out for that weekend. And then I was kind of labeled like a problem child because I said, "Don't
Mhm.
tell me to shut up." That was terrible. So after that, blah blah blah, I got labeled like I had to be suspended for that weekend. Then I came back and I was just doing my thing, you know. And I was supposed to go to another school after that. And so I went back to show us no hard feelings. Okay, I got over it. And when I went to tryouts and stuff, me and my boy, they cut us both. And
Damn.
after they cut us, I was supposed to go to a school in Georgia the weekend, like right after Christmas or whatever. Like I was supposed to go there on January 6th. I got in a car accident on Christmas Eve.
Sorry to hear that.
Damn,
Man.
you was playing ball in Connecticut.
No, I wasn't playing ball like that. I went to visit a friend.
Oh, yeah, all
You
right.
know,
Oh,
during that
damn.
time, MySpace time, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Black
The
Planet
hookup.
time. So I was,
Yeah.
we were cool people, but I never had visited. So I went to visit the person, and like, they picked me up from the bus station and things like that, and I was like, "Yo, we gonna mess around and
Right.
get in a car
There
accident."
you go, man.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Fun
Yo,
times in college though
what
before
up?
the accident.
What up, Lo? Yo, Lo, I just applied for that fight. I know it said the deadline's over, but I applied anyway. We'll see what happens.
Yo, Marco, just to give you a piece of advice, you know what I mean? Whenever you're going for credentials, it's always good to make videos leading up to the fight. Like you want to make videos building, on your platform leading up to the fight during fight week.
Oh,
That's
you're
how
right.
a lot of people get
That
credentials.
makes sense.
Even Nestor Gibbs was telling me that one time too, because it'd be like that. So even if you don't get credentials, man, cough up $80, my guy.
We'll
Pull
see.
up to the fight.
It's not so much about the money. Those are obviously cheaper tickets. It's more about like I like going to the weigh-in, the presser. Like I like having that kind of access. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
But
applied. I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, I applied a week ago, but it must have not gone through." You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got a pretty large social media following. I'm from New York. Like, can you hook me up? So we'll see what happens.
Well,
But-
like I said, hopefully you get it. If you do, the plan is we're gonna meet up early. We're gonna go to Dinosaur BBQ, and we're gonna pregame over there before the fight.
Dinosaur BBQ is kind of whack. It looks dope inside. But the food, no, I lived literally 3 blocks from there for like 10 years. But the food is like mediocre. But the place is big.
Hell
And
no, you crazy? Dinosaur BBQ is good, man. I love Dinosaur BBQ.
Word, is Dallas BBQ good too?
I mean, shit.
It's not bad.
Subject-
But it's
If
not
you on a
like-
budget.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
If you're
It's
on a
not
budget,
bad.
shit.
If you're on a
Your
budget and
stomach.
they give you like super big portions, it's not. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not like dope, right?
No, it's not dope.
I think it's dope.
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
it.
I like
a
what's the
cheap-
one?
It used
Like,
to be a cheap meal.
It used to be. Yeah, I remember going there in high school, man. The Texas size sodas. That shit was like a fucking bathtub.
No, Marco, you talking about the wrong BBQ, brother. I'm not talking about Dallas
I'm
BBQ.
saying, I know what you're talking about. I'm saying, in addition to, now we're talking about the Dallas BBQ. Now, Dinosaur, I lived across like 2 blocks.
Dinosaur BBQ, the food is way better. Way better.
I like
Yeah.
Morton, not Morton's. What's it called? There's a place, right? Morgan's. Whatever.
Yeah. Turkey said that he made 3 people offers for Bakram, and he said they were scared, literally.
Where you at, Superman? You driving around Queens, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm in Queens right now. Borderline, like Sutter Avenue near the North Conduit.
Okay. Yeah, I was there last night. It was rainy. It was cold. It was gloomy. Today too.
Yeah.
Shit's depressed. Shit stuffs my nose up too. It's fucking annoying. But what are you
But your
gonna do?
son had a good time, right?
Yeah. Him and his friends were playing. I was a little. That shit hit me a little bad because I'm back in the old neighborhood. Like that's another reason why I don't know if I want to go to Dallas BBQ Low, because I used to live right there. That shit, now that we had to move, that shit kind of hits me. Like I miss it. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't really want to start getting flashbacks of.
So you had an underloaded thought right there. That was an underloaded.
Yeah, it
feeling.
was. Yep, it was rough, but whatever. Whatever. That's life. New chapters, I suppose.
Yeah, like what you saying about this 54. I was listening to some guys. Like we're just really looking forward to see what's going to happen next, because 54 is kind of like a stacked division.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best division in boxing right now.
Some
Right
people
now,
try to
yeah.
argue it's not, but I think it is.
It definitely is.
Uh-huh.
You got to be at least top 3. You got to have it in the top 3 at least.
140 for me is the best division in boxing in terms of pure skills
See,
and a combination of
All right,
everything.
so break it down, Papa. How's 140 better than 54?
You already know
54
that.
got more
At
fighters.
150, we got Teofimo Lopez, we got Richardson Hitchens, we got Subriel Matias, we got Gary Antoine Russell,
Gary
and then we got Shakur moving up. Then we got Keyshawn moving up. Then we got Sandor
You
Martin.
just put 2 dudes who are not in the division. You said they're moving up. There's no fun. There's
I mean,
as of now, they're
Keyshawn is
not
definitely
there.
going to be there
This
now.
motherfucker's like, yeah, you got
Keyshawn
Mike
at
Tyson
It don't
going
matter.
back
They're gonna
down.
be there, Marco. They're gonna be there.
You got Bud
And then-
going back down, but they're not there now. Let's talk about what's there now.
But ain't going back down.
No, I know that. I'm saying you're giving hypotheticals. We
All
gotta
right,
stick-
right
We
now.
don't know. We don't know if Shakur gonna fight Tio at 140. We don't know
We
if
don't
that
know
fight
anything,
gonna happen
right?
yet.
Okay. All right. Well, look at the contrast of the styles. You got Teofimo Lopez, best all-around fighter in the division,
Oh,
athleticism. We got Richardson Hitchens, technically sound, slick black boxer with reach.
okay.
Subriel
2.
Matias, pressure fighter.
Yeah.
Gary Antoine Russell, athletic, very aggressive. Then we got guys like we got Arnold Barboza, a tough,
What?
hungry
Wait, what?
lion, right?
Nah, man. Hey,
Yo,
bro. That
hello.
don't match up. That don't match
We
up.
got Sandor Martin.
Yo, you drunk?
Boots,
No, I'm not drunk, man. Come
Ortiz,
on, I'm drinking like that, man.
Fedora,
All right, so
Bakram.
you name 2 dudes who are like elite. You go to 54, I can name 5.
Yeah.
So how
That's a good argument.
You got 5 elite in 54, or 5 that's elite according to the eye test. Like
Well, let's see.
for real.
Well, let's see. Boots.
Only elite is Thurman, Charlo, and then
Thurman.
maybe Boots by the eye test.
You naming the old ones? No, man. Backroom, Boots. Who else?
Backroom hasn't
Virgil.
been tested though either.
No, they haven't. But they're still undefeated. Dogs. This dude's naming Barbosa. Like, come on.
Arnold
Yeah.
Barboza.
54 got way more.
Arnold
good
Barboza
fighters
beat
than
Jack
40.
Catterall. What are you talking about? He beat Jack
Come on, dude.
Catterall.
Come on, Arnold Barbosa is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but he's not at the same level as Virgil Ortiz is. He's not perceived that way.
And Jack
Even though you're right,
Catterall is
Virgil
not
didn't
on
have
that
the
either.
competition. I agree.
I think 140 got more than 2 elite fighters, Marco, but I'll give you that though.
Right.
know.
At 50, but okay, look,
But-
you could argue maybe 1 or 2 more, but 54, you could argue 4 or 5 in there.
Because
It's more-
like even though Puello lost his title, right? Puello did defeat a couple undefeated fighters that were ranked highly.
Exactly. I forgot to mention Puello. We got Puello. We got Liam
nice.
Powell. Let's not forget Debo is at 147. Debo loses. He might go back down to 140.
Debo.
Debo Dev.
Debo.
Devin.
You know
Yeah,
Debo Dev.
Debo, Dev
Debo?
Dollars, Devin is
Debo, the Dream,
yeah.
all
No, you
that,
can't
face of
pretend
boxing.
Debo,
You guys
Debo
can't
earned that
pretend
name.
nickname.
Debo earned that name. Debo earned that
Diddy.
name. Bro. That man runs to the smoke.
You guys saw that movie, right? What does that represent in people's
A
minds?
bully.
A big motherfucking strong dude, right? He'll take your shit. He'll snap you like a twig. Devin, and I'm not even shitting on Devin, but he doesn't fight like that.
But he got
I think
the Debo
Devin
mentality.
fans do that to troll though. I think they do that to troll because they
Yeah,
kind of
but-
like
but
the
you got-
perception that.
No,
It's
I'm
because
with you.
niggas be ducking Devin. Devin
Nah, yeah,
willing to fight
that's the thing.
anybody.
They want to give this illusion that people are ducking Dev. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to fight Devin Haney. Like fucking one knockout in the last since like 2017 or some shit.
What's up,
But
Jack?
they don't want to fight him though, man. A lot of people be avoiding him.
They
I don't know, man. Yo, listen,
Exactly.
Matias been calling that name. Matias on every interview does the chicken. He does he does the chicken sound anytime they ask about Haney. Like Matias
how's
been
that-
on that Haney shit for a minute.
How's that sound? Do that sound again? What's it sound like?
I don't know, bro.
He lost though when they was trying to fight. When they was trying
Yo,
to fight Matias, he ended
Yo,
up losing.
Jackie, when I fly into Atlanta for Border Wars, am I going to see you at the airport? You gonna pat
Damn.
my fucking wife down? What's going on?
You'll stop hitting on Jackie, man, for real.
Hitting on Jackie? Nah, I ain't hitting on Jackie.
Leave
But
Jackie
no,
alone, bro.
54
Wildin'
got
out.
more good fighters than 40 for
When I
sure.
go to Border Wars, I'm gonna see her because she's at the airport. I don't know what capacity she's there, so maybe I won't see her, but I might. I'll see her at Border Wars though. That'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. I'm kind of excited to go. I think I'm
What's up,
definitely
Marco?
going. What's up, Alberto? Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to Border Wars, Low.
You better get round one the victory. I never rooted for anybody in Border Wars. I'm really rooting for round one big time, man.
Yo, I'm worried about round one because he's not getting any sparring.
Oh, he fighting at Border Wars?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that, man.
Hurt,
Why they put this man in a fight? He doesn't have any sparring. He lives in the middle of nowhere in Massachusetts. He doesn't have nobody to spar with. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, but shout out to round one for getting in the ring though. But yeah, he's gonna get hurt, man.
I mean, look, that's my boy. Like that's my dude. Like me and him talk a lot, like on his alive and shit. I told him, bro, I would train you. I would take you to my gym, but I'm in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, I'll give you sparring. I got heavyweights for you. I got guys that are pro. I got pro coaches for you, and he can't make it out here. So I'm not a fan of that. I'd advise him to like not take the fight because
Superman,
you know
you
shouldn't go into a fight that you're not ready for.
my bad. Are you gonna be at the fights Saturday, Superman?
What fight? Where is it at?
Barclay, Danny Garcia. Look, it's not the most exciting fight, but it's something to do.
He said he got round one over Marco. Nah, I'll take Marco.
Lord child.
Yo, you got a gym? Coquine, that's Coquine, right?
Yeah,
know what,
I'm in
bro?
John's Boxing up here in the Bronx. We're in the
Yo,
Capitol Hill.
Yo, hold
Bro,
on.
you know what's crazy? Hold on real
not
quick.
expensive. It's something fun to do. Why not?
Yo, John, my homegirl that I used to, she trained in John's. She fought at the Metro. She was trained by
Lisa?
Louis. No, her name is Amnesty Perez. She's about 30 now, but she was like 21 at the time. She was
I know
younger.
you're talking about. Yeah. She
Marco.
came. Yeah, she came in there. She came there a few times. Yeah, but she was going there a lot, and then she went to
Yeah.
Mendez because you know Mendez. Mendez
she told me,
Boxing
John.
has a lot of guys that they go pro.
She didn't go to Mendez. She went to John's and she went to another gym out there in the Bronx. She keep telling me about.
Oh,
She
South
was-
Box by Everett Kelly.
Not that one. Name me gyms in the Bronx. And I'll tell you.
El Maestro on 174 by the 2
No,
train.
that's not the one. That's not the one. There was another one she told me.
Cops and Kids. There's Cops and Kids. There's another one at Kingsbridge. There's John's Boxing Gym. You got South Box by Everett Kelly.
I know John. She told me John for sure. And she was trained by the guy that fought Roy Jones. Louis.
Oh yeah, Louis
Zavallo.
there every day. You know his son is gonna go pro. He got a son, little Puerto Rican kid. I train with them every day, bro. Louis still goes there. He goes there every morning from 9 in the morning to like 2 o'clock.
Let me ask you a question on some real man-to-man shit right now.
About
real
Louis
quick.
Del Val?
Yeah. He goes. So
Louis
he's a coach in my gym.
Marco.
He has pro fighters.
Louis Valdal trained my homegirl, Marco. But I was gonna say, Coquille, for somebody, don't take it the wrong way. For somebody that's into boxing, that you actually been in the gym, you trained and probably fought before. Why you lose your cool, man, on these platforms arguing back and forth with HLD like that? Remember, as a fighter, you got to be calm. You can't let stuff like that get under your skin.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
with HLD, right? He's been that way on Mill City and other platforms. So with him, it's more like it's not about the boxing shit per se. It's more about him, being a grown man and spending so much time on a platform that he does this shit. And then when somebody gets louder than him, he's like, "Oh, okay." You know what I'm saying? So it's just him to like be like,
Right.
Telling him to go fuck his mother, like you freak, you
Marco.
wild out. What?
I mean, honestly, like somebody like that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm the same way in real life. Like you're gonna act like a fucking kid, I'm gonna disrespect you like straight up. And that's just me.
Real quick before Marco, I'm short on time. You gotta set up a Marco Border Wars, man. I'm really trying to knock dude out. Like I'm so serious. Marco, Marco, can I ask you a question?
You
ever
ever
seen
show
that type of
yourself
shit?
on camera? What are you talking about? You
Marco.
I'm down to do that, but come on.
Marco, the dude has his mustache going into each nostril. You ever seen some shit like that? Marco, that shit's nasty.
I mean, yo, Lo,
type of shit.
Lo, I'm chill as fuck though. I'm a chill dude. Like I like to train every day. I got 8 fights. I know Deval. I know a lot of Ishmael Vieira. I know all the amateur circuits. Christian Otero. Like I know dudes in Brooklyn. OD. Like Kid Chocolate. I know those dudes.
Christian Otero? Hold on. You said Christian Otero?
Yeah, that's my dude. We used to spar every day.
Christian Otero did the mix for me before they. Christian
Okay.
Otero,
That's his brother.
He has a brother that trained him. He always told me that.
Yeah. That's my. They're good friends of mine.
Christian Otero. When he was coming to my gym. So.
Toya, is this fight for sure? Parker versus
Yeah,
Fabio?
that's happening. That's happening.
I think I got Parker. I think Fabio is a little overrated. What you guys think?
Yeah, I think Parker gonna win
I
that
got
too.
Parker.
Yeah, Fabio's a little like he has all these
Who
knockouts.
who the people in the chat got? Because I heard people say Wardley, but
Well, Wardley looks good, but
hey,
again,
Tootie Tootie.
when you watch him fight, there's nothing spectacular. Like he doesn't have crazy speed, crazy power. He's mad
Yeah,
aggressive.
Parker about
but
decision,
he's fighting
not
dudes that are
KO.
just like shelling up and just letting like human floating punching bags. What's up?
Hey, Alan Day, I'll talk shit about HOD and to you in front of person all here. So let me know what's up.
Goki, if you go on my channel, I got an interview with what's his name, Chris. And actually, I went to his last fight. Unfortunately, he lost that fight. It was
Yeah,
at Tony Hall. I actually bought
yeah,
my ticket from him. And
yeah.
cause I like to support the fighters when they sell them their tickets. Like my boy Dominic Crowder, he's undefeated. He's gonna fight on the Danny Garcia card. I bought my ticket from him.
Mm.
You probably
Yeah,
know him.
Well,
He be in the gyms. He's trained by
Yeah,
Jose
but, yo,
Guzman.
Christian is he's from everything he did himself by himself. Like a lot of people he never got sponsored. Like he never got funded like that. And his story, man, is one of the most inspirational ones because this dude
I know.
used to go to Atlanta to see the Muslim train over there in
Yeah,
Georgia.
Mustafa Mitchell. I know about that story. He told me that.
Yeah, bro. He used to go in the airport, like sneak on the airport somehow. I'm like, bro, how you got a ticket? He's like, yo, don't worry, bro. I'm like,
Man,
bro, like
he's a
he
good
did all
dude.
that for boxing. That's inspirational.
And let me tell you something. He should focus on being a trainer. I think he's gonna be a good trainer if he focuses on that because he was
Yeah,
doing. He was
his
on mixing
brother's
one
a great
time.
trainer.
He was teaching me some stuff. He's good. He's a
Yeah,
good guy.
they love it, man. If the love is there, man, you should never leave boxing. That's my opinion. So
hey, Boots a good trainer, low key. To be honest, like when I see him training people, he do a good job at training.
Booth right now working with my little cousin Ethan Badlands Burgos. He's only 17 years old.
shit.
That's my little cousin.
One thing I don't like about Boots fans, I'm gonna say his fanboys because I'm a Boots fan, but I'm not a fanboy. Like they always saying what he will do. You know what I'm saying? Or what you gonna say? Or like if he beat Bakram, you gonna say he a nobody. Like don't tell me what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give him credit and respect if he do that. But they always want to say, oh, he gonna knock out everybody in the division. He gonna do this, he gonna do that without him ever proving it. Like he gotta prove that shit. You can't just say what he gonna do to everybody. You gotta do it.
I mean, they're pretty excited though, because like if Ennis, what he looks like now, people think he's the next Roy Jones. So it's like that hype. They have so much hype about him. So I think they're gonna say outrageous things, based on the way he, his profile is athletic, crazy dimensions, so.
I'm gonna tell you something though right now.
He's not really nothing like Roy Jones though to me. Like
Nothing.
Roy Jones,
but
is
the last
way-
guy we had,
way
was
better.
probably him.
I'm gonna tell you right
Yeah.
now though, them people's mad cool. Like I've been to their gym plenty of times. Bozy is not a Hollywood dude. He's very down to earth. Only thing is they're very selective with interviews, especially Boots. Bozy, I can interview Bozy anytime, but I just don't hit him up as much. But when I go over there, they always open the doors for me. Bozy's a real solid guy. Boots is cool too. Boots is quiet. He's not like these young guys, like the way this young, this generation nowadays is half feminine. You know what I'm saying? He's a man's man. He's not one of these kids that walk around with a pocketbook and stuff like that and being his feelings. He's a quiet dude.
He never tweet nobody, like at somebody. He never do
Just
that
like
kind of
Brian
stuff.
Norman. That's why I'm a fan of Brian Norman. Brian Norman is a man's man. He reminded me of me when I was 24 years old. These kids nowadays, all due respect, and I'm not gonna say what I don't want to say in a politically incorrect way, but they half effeminate. Most of these young guys today, the way they carry themselves.
Yeah,
and
man.
Norman is a man's man. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Boots.
I
But
agree.
yeah, I want to see him step up. Like he called out the names, but Eddie got to be willing to pay those fighters and make those fights happen. You can't keep trying to shortchange people to fight Boots. If you want him to get the belts, you got to pay the fighters and take the fight.
I'm glad he finally mentioned names, though. That's a step in the right direction because a lot of times, a lot of guys today don't call names out like that. You don't see Hector Camachos and James Tonys and guys like that really call people out. You just hear people say, "I'll fight whoever they put in front of me."
But look, see the thing, like he called the names, and then like I was saying earlier, he called Bakram name, and Bakram responded, "I'm ready." So he should be taking initiative to try to make that fight next, knowing he don't got a fight lined up or none of that. With Ortiz, he kind of downplayed the fight, and he got a fight already lined up. So you got a clear title shot at the IBF. So to me, he should be trying to take that opportunity, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
So you got to make moves. Don't just say the names. You got to be willing to take those fights.
Yeah, I
Because
agree with you.
even if you fight a Boss Beirut, that's a title. They're gonna act like he the greatest for getting the title, but that's another nobody still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta
He
go
got
after. I know what you're saying. At this point right now, he got to fight a belt, a champion, bro. Once again, this is
or a
why.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this once again this era with the four belt era. The four belt era allows guys like Joey Bag of Donuts to get a belt. Paulie
yeah.
Potato
You
Salad
sit
to become a
around.
champion. You know what
You
I
can
mean?
sit around and wait to be elevated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Stanionis, he didn't fight and he got elevated. Now Boots get credit for beating a champion in Stanionis. However, Stanionis never fought as a champion. He didn't beat nobody for the title. That was his first fight as a title as a champion. So it's just like I hate the fact that they elevate people. I wish they just fought for vacant titles like they used to. But now you could just sit around and Joey Bag of Donuts facts and get a title. That shit weak to me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Yaya, you be 45 soon. Trust me. That should
Yep.
go back quick.
He sure will be. Yeah, I ain't
Yep,
like shit.
I'm gonna be 44 next month, man. That shit crazy.
Yaya said everybody hit 45 and up. I just think I think Mark
Yeah,
was the oldest.
Boots was elevated, but he defended his title a couple times before he fought Stanionis. But like he get credit for beating Stanionis, but Stanionis, that was his first fight as a champion against Boots. So it's just like he's not really a champion, but he is. So
Mm-hmm.
and then Stanionis, he never beat nobody either. Like he fought the best name on his resume was that Russian dude, and he got a combined record. He got 15 fights, and they got a combined record of 89 losses out of 15 fights. So that's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
You
I give
know,
him credit
I mean,
for beat.
I respect it too. I just feel like I can't blame Menace for like his opponents not having the best track record because at 147, once Spencer Crawford fought, that division was
Yeah,
kind of dead. It was just Brian Norman and a few guys. It wasn't really like the division was that deep for Ennis to have
yeah, for sure.
all those guys. But I think at 154, I think he could change his legacy around. I think he could get some names.
Hmm.
But God willing, if he wins all those fights, and he, I know Hearn wants Crawford. He for the money and all that. But I think Ennis wants to settle at 154 and see how he does.
Yeah, I don't think Eddie, like he talking about by the time he talking about Crawford gonna be like 40 years old. He not gonna still be fighting. I don't think by then. But
Yeah,
his next move is important to his career. Like his fans they'll be okay with the Beirut fight, but I don't think the general public is gonna accept that. Like we gotta see him fight a name. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. He got to do what David Benavidez is doing. David Benavidez is not allowing his career to go down as somebody that was only chasing Canelo like Triple G was.
Right.
Benavidez was like, you know what? Canelo ain't gonna fight me. Let me go out there and build my legacy. He went out there and got the Andre fight, who Canelo avoided. He got the Plant
Mm-hmm.
fight. He got the David Morrell fight. He's carving his own path, and that's what
Yeah.
Boots. I'm hoping Boots does that instead of just trying to get a Crawford fight. Because at this point, you look at Crawford's resume, right? Whenever you build a fight, you put highlights of both guys. You're gonna see highlights of Crawford, Shoeshine, and Canelo knocking out Spence, beating up on Sean Porter, knocking out Kell Brook.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna see Boots knocking out Paulie Potato Salad,
Holy
Charlie
potato
Cheesesteak,
salad.
and what's his name? You say Bachman. What's his name? Avanesian. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
Yeah.
When you that's why
Yeah.
Manny and Floyd was big. Because you had Manny highlights beating up on the guys he beat up on. You had highlights of Floyd beating up the guys that he beat up on. That's how you make a great fight. That's how you build a
E-
hype.
Even I've been seeing even the Boots fans saying like Boots' resume not up to par to even get a Bud fight. Even though I would like that fight, but it's just based on the eye test alone, he really haven't proven himself to
I would
even
love that
deserve
fight,
that
but
fight.
I would love that fight. But it's a strong possibility that due to the experience level in terms of competition, it could turn out like Charlo and Lubin. I'm not saying one round, but
Yeah, for sure.
Lubin passed the eye test, right? But Charlo's the one that had the experience, and we seen what happened there.
Hmm.
Same thing with Julian Williams, who fought the other Charlo, who was calling Charlo out, but he didn't have no resume, no experience at the
Yeah.
highest level. We seen what happened, and
Or like Spence Crawford, like, because Bud ain't nothing to play with, man.
but Spence and
So
Crawford both had credible wins. Though. At least Bud had
yeah,
beaten
yeah.
Sean Porter going into that fight. He had some decent guys. And Earl, let's not throw Earl in the garbage. Earl was having a very good run at 147 up to that point. Earl
For
Earl
sure.
was
I
fighting
mean,
guys.
just like like it being a dominating performance. Like you expected this big fight, the best fight, but it ended up being one sided. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, but so he gotta his next move is important in my eyes. Like he gotta make a move, a smart move.
Damn. Who knows? This shit is all up in the air.
Tim D trying to join. They say hit the
Or,
link at the top of the chat.
man. Yeah. So, who you guys got? You guys gonna even watch this Danny Garcia fight?
I guess I got Danny Garcia though, but
I don't know, man. I've been checked out of Danny Garcia ever since Puerto
yeah,
Rico.
he
What?
let me down against Lara. Like he
Why
quit in
did
that
Diddy
fight.
even come back? Yeah, after
He
that
won
Laura
one.
fight,
He won one more paycheck probably.
was he doing it right as a coach or as a promoter? He need to stick with it.
He definitely turned down that Keith Thurman rematch quick. He denounced that fight quick as hell.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna go to it, but who we got in here? Let's see.
Yeah,
They're
I'll
saying
probably watch it.
D'Angelo died, the singer, in the
He
chat.
did?
Yeah, they just said that, man. That's crazy, bro.
What did he?
How old was he?
You said he
51.
got shot?
He got what?
No, I thought he said he got shot.
He
Oh,
got shot?
nah. But I'm just saying he died.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
What?
sure how. I was reading the chat.
Damn.
Man, that's
Pancreatic cancer.
That's
Damn.
Oh, okay.
crazy, man.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
Jay Gutter, Errol. I don't think Errol Spence ever coming back, man.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, Marco, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of 54? Who do you have at 54? With an honest assessment.
I gotta put Boots over everybody. Not just because he looked good, but now because he fought, the competition. But Backroom, I mean, Backroom might be able to get him out if Backroom hits him, but it's hard to tell. Xander, no.
Thurman.
Ortiz, maybe. Fundora, Ortiz, Backroom, and Ennis can all beat anybody, possibly. Like, I could see them all shining.
Yo, I'm a
we
Xander
don't-
fan. I'm a Xander fan, but I'm not like biased like HOD. And I'll tell you guys, the thing with Xander, like he could box. He got all the technical skills. I know Alan Day likes to glaze him and all that, but he got
No
all the things
power.
that you want. I know, but he got all the things you want as a boxer, right? But when it comes to fighting, I think down the line, if Ennis and Xander ever fight in the exchange, I think Xander
Yeah.
doesn't have that grit to keep fighting. And in case he gets hurt, I think Ennis got more chin. He got more fight. He got that Philly style. Philly guys, they know how to
Yeah.
fight in the trenches, and I think Xander doesn't have that. I think Xander was too brought up on the technical level, and I don't think he'll be able to last with Boots. And I'm not. I want Xander to beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? I want a Puerto Rican champion. But I don't think that's the worst matchup for him at 154.
I agree with that too. And I think we don't know if Charlo come back as Charlo, he definitely could give Boots a lot of problems, but I don't know how he gonna look after the Canelo loss, if he had the same confidence, if he the same fighter and coming back down in weight. So who knows? But I think Charlo Fedora, Thurman, and Bakram could give him problems. I think Boots beat Ortiz though.
Yeah,
But
I think Boots will like dominate Ortiz. It would even be close.
yeah.
And that's respect to Ortiz. I know Ortiz is not a bad fighter. I just think Ennis, he got too much like dimensions for Ortiz. He's not gonna see where these punches are coming from.
And Keith Thurman, he got that Karen type movement. He got the footwork, and he got heavier hands than Karen. So he definitely could pose a lot of threats to Boots, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Thurman also works the body too, like the body punching. I think for Thurman could come in handy in a fight like that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I definitely would love to see those fights. Bakram, Pandora, Thurman, and Charlo, really. But yeah, Boots, he passed the eye test, but he got to fight the fight. You got to get out there and actually do what you got to do.
Hey, Shelton, welcome. How you doing?
So we doing? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good. We're just talking about 154 and 140. Boots against everybody.
Who?
Yeah.
I think his only challenge, from what I've seen at 54, I think the only guy that could challenge him is probably Bakram, because I think he's the toughest guy up there. You gotta be a tough guy to beat Boots.
You don't
have
think
to walk through
Thurman
some shit and hit him with some shit.
Yeah, because if you get into
a pure boxer, I don't know, but if you're a pure boxer, you gotta be just as athletic as him or more athletic.
And Boots
if you have feet, you give him problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen that. We've seen if you got good feet, he can have problems with you.
That's why I said Thurman to give him problems for sure. And he punches, so.
But let's be honest, fellas. What Thurman is there? Well, do we know what Thurman is there?
Yeah. Hey, look, he looked like he ain't lose a step in his last fight, even though it was against Brock Jarvis.
Keith Thurman was 2.5 years ago.
No, that was in March.
Oh no, he fought Brock Jarvis, but he fought Brock Jarvis. Come on, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying his footwork there, the power was there. He rocked dude, like he did what he was supposed to do, just
Brock
like Boots
Jarvis,
and Lima.
bro.
Just like Boots and Lima, though.
You gotta keep that shit in perspective. Brock Jarvis, bro.
But look, you give Boots credit for Lima, right? He did what he's supposed to do. So Thurman did what he was supposed to do coming off a layoff. He knocked dude head back. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta give you that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I gotta give you that. Thurman took out the trash as well.
Yeah, it's in a new weight class too, so he looked good for 54.
Hey, can I dispute whoever said that Boots needs to Boots can beat anybody who's non-athletic or something like that? I heard something along the lines that I
said it's gonna take a tough guy to beat him. Somebody that can walk through some shit and still get their shit off.
That's not how boxing works.
I mean, certain fighters.
I've seen it work that way a lot of times.
Yeah, that's not.
I've seen it work that way a lot of times.
It comes back.
I've seen it work that way a few times.
It comes back to people believing that you need to beat power with power. It's just that doesn't happen like that in boxing, man.
That's not what I said. That's definitely not what I said.
But I'm saying that
I said it's gonna take a tough guy. It's gonna take a tough guy that can deal with his movement and his pop shot and walk through it and still get their shit off. It's gonna take a tough guy. He's one of the most athletic guys I've seen. So I don't see anybody at 54 as athletic as this guy. Nobody.
But you don't have to be athleticism with athleticism either. And I'll name a guy who, I talk shit about often, and that's Danny Garcia. Not known for being very athletic, but he won. He made his name.
Are you listening? Is that not what I just said?
No.
That's what I just said.
What are you talking about?
That's what I just said. That's what I just said. That's what I mean. That's true.
Dude, the guy that beat Boots doesn't have to be incredibly athletic. It doesn't have to be a guy that's walking.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said. That's what I'm telling you.
So what are you saying?
I'm telling you, that's not what I said. I said it's gonna take a tough guy. I said it's gonna take a tougher guy to beat him. that can walk
What,
through
what,
his bullshit and
You
still
gonna
get their
you gonna
shit
need.
off.
dude,
He
It's gonna
said
take a tough guy.
look. He's
it
saying
takes
the
a tough guy
mentality.
to get into the boxing ring, man. What are you talking about?
But look, he's saying the
What's up,
mentality.
everyone?
Like you gotta have. You can be a
No,
good boxer, but that's
you're
not
not
gonna
you're
beat
not
Boots.
getting
You
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
have
So go ahead and
a
get your shit
certain.
off. Because you understand what I'm saying.
You need to have a certain mentality to like Zayas is a good boxer, but like Koke was saying, he don't think he has the mentality to deal with a fighter like Boots. So you gotta have that tough, you
The
gotta be tough
mentality,
along with a
Exactly.
boxer.
Exactly.
dude. We haven't even seen Boots get in a ring with somebody. How do we even know he has the mentality at the elite level?
You know, we know he got heart. Like I feel like against
Dude, it
Bakram,
takes heart to get in the boxing ring. What are we talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, but some fighters quit though. They get in the boxing ring, but they're quit in a fight. So that's less heart than the
Like
average
Jamel
boxer.
Charlo. He's a fucking quitter.
Yeah, but at the same time, we can't say he's not a tough guy. Yeah, he had that moment, but he's a tough guy. Getting in a ring, that's a 4-man sport. You have
He's
to
a
be tough
bitch.
to box.
He's a
Look,
bitch.
No,
He quit.
okay,
He's a
well then get
I
in the
seen
ring with him.
I gotta clap
look,
back at that. What happened with Avanesian? What happened with Lipinets? What happened with freaking Staniosis?
I seen Charlo run and quit with Canelo, and I seen him run Sketter Bud too. So he might not be as tough as he appeared to be when I think about it. But he got heart, but certain situations he don't have heart. But I feel like with Boots and Bakram, like that's a fight that Boots like to get it. He throw a lot of punches. He get in firefights, and I don't think he'll win that firefight with Bakram. I think Bakram may end up catching him. And then we have to see we don't know what his chin really
And that's my
is
point.
against a good puncher. So we got to see.
I think we kind of got a glimpse on how Boots
I
will
gotta
be
see
beat.
him in there with a guy like Bakram. I gotta see him in there with a
Right.
guy like that.
He never fought a
We gotta
puncher
see him in
yet.
there with somebody that's gonna
Bakram
challenge him. He hasn't been challenged yet.
Exactly.
We
And
seen
has a
it. We
little bit,
seen a
but not.
guy. We seen how Boots is going to get beat. You know, he has
Pressure.
problems with guy with elite feet, and
yeah,
on top of that, that change levels. That's what he had problems with. And someone here mentioned Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman will be a problem for Boots. I
yeah,
don't
that's what
know,
I said.
or whatever level. I'm not sure what level Keith Thurman on right now, but the Keith Thurman that I visualize, that I see in my head, the Keith Thurman that I've always known, will be a problem for Boots.
For sure. That's what I was
A
saying.
big problem.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that 100%. It's just that we don't know at 37 what Keith we got.
Ortiz is a good fight
What?
for Boots
What
because like that's a good test for him. I think Boots will win, but I feel like that'll be his first time fighting a real puncher and fighting somebody with heart that's coming to win. I don't think he really fought somebody who came to win against him, and that's the type of fighter Ortiz is. So that'll be a good test for him. But I think Boots will win, but that's gonna be a good fight.
Virgil
Virgil's
has
not a-
experience already against guys with elite feet,
For sure.
very athletic, and he's going in a fight with Lubin, a really savvy southpaw. He's gonna have to get through Lubin, obviously, but he win that in great fashion. Then you're looking at like, okay, this may be a problem for Boots because again, Virgil has way more experience than Boots today.
Yeah,
Way
he got a better
fighter.
resume for sure. He fought the better fighters for sure.
Hey, Marco, let me ask you this, Marco. Say Virgil goes to war with Lubin, which we all predict he probably will, right? If he goes to war with Lubin, is the Boots fight next, or does he take a soft touch in between?
He takes a soft touch.
I believe so too.
The
Yeah,
Boots
you
fight,
don't, you
Then
don't,
why
you,
don't?
the
you don't
Boots
go
fight ain't
back to
next
back.
anyway. The Boots fight ain't next anyway. Boots gonna fight
Of
Abyss, or whatever his name
That's
is.
not
Boots
according to
is
him.
To
It
get that
is.
belt.
Boots
According
is
to
gonna
him,
fight
it
another.
is.
He's gonna fight
According
another
to him,
tuna.
it is.
I'm surprised that Ortiz took this Lubin fight because Oscar De La Hoya said Bakram was too dangerous of a fight to take after coming off a war, but then he took the Lubin fight. So I'm surprised by that, but I doubt if he fight Lubin in a war then fight Boots, and he already
He
sounded like he
said,
don't want to
"No,
fight
wait a minute.
Boots.
You gotta revisit what he said. No, you got to revisit what he said. He said he tried to make the Boots fight, but Boots didn't want it.
Right,
Boots wanted the
twice, and
tune-up.
then he said he tried
I'm
to
not
offer.
buying
He
that.
made him 2 offers, and he said no. And now that they got other fights, Boots want to say something about a contract that he never heard of. So that's what I said too. So it don't sound like he want to make that fight.
When did Boots sign with Eddie Hearn?
He re-signed with him this year.
Yep, he sure did. I didn't even know that,
Boots
but
has
he
He
never-
definitely
re-signed
did.
with him recently. So he signed with him like 2 years ago.
He
No,
signed with him
recently,
about
as of
2 years
recently.
ago. Yeah, 2 years ago his first time, and then after his third fight, he re-signed with him.
Yeah, recently he re-signed with Eddie Hearn.
Okay, look, Boots' biggest fights were essentially, those 3 that I was just saying, Stanionis, and you guys help me out here.
Lipinets,
and come on, help me
That's
out.
crazy, man. That is
Shit,
crazy.
I don't even know who else.
Avanesian.
Lima. I was gonna say
That is
Lima.
Roman
crazy.
Villa.
Lima, his biggest fight.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
leave.
But his biggest highlight is against Villa, who was like a
Yeah.
135 or 140 or something like that, a 140 pounder, small guy.
He was
Sad,
40.
man.
He looked good though. That was his best. To me, that was his best performance.
Villa's
He
a 45
impressed me
pounder
with.
who moved up.
Yeah,
But what you
Roman
were
Villa
saying
was
though,
a 40,
you
man.
were saying those his biggest fights. What you were saying? What was your point?
My point is simply this: is I don't really think that Boots has. He can say that I want to fight Virgil Ortiz or whatever, and whatever you guys were saying, it was at 147, and then they were saying it was going to be at 154. I mean, the point is both of them want to fight each other. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Are you sure?
I can't take Boots' words for face
Well, if you
value
listen
at this
to
point.
Yeah.
Because Boots could
if
go
you
ahead
listen
and
to
fight
him and
Sanders.
Eddie after the fight,
gay
that the
ass.
fight is next. That's what they
Look,
said.
Eddie.
The fight is next.
Eddie and Boots. They signed an agreement with Oscar De La Hoya, but Ortiz's manager, which is his dad, they don't know nothing about it, and they saying something different than Oscar De La
You
Hoya.
can see the confusion. So you can see the confusion then, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you guys an idea of what happened. So similar to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford had re-up with Top Rank with the stipulation in the contract that he will fight Earl Spence. Remember, he voided that contract or walked away from Top Rank because Top Rank couldn't get him that fight.
Right.
We're in a similar situation with Boots. Like Boots allegedly re-up with Eddie Hearn with the stipulation in the contract that he will fight Virgil.
Well,
That's
I don't know if that
confirming.
was a stipulation, but that's the fight they say they want. But I don't know if that was a part of why he re-signed.
Allegedly, it was within the contract that he will fight Virgil. Not necessarily next, but within the contract, whatever contract that deal was in terms of 2-fight, 3-fight deal, wherever in that contract, Virgil was next. Just like when Canelo had re-up with the PBC, apparently Earl Spence was in that contract.
Yeah, he was.
Well, so I mean, we see it all the time where guys are within a contract. Exactly. So what if Lubin fucked this up, or what if they get in the dog fight and the fans want to see a rematch?
And yeah, but even with all that, I'm just saying the fact that Ortiz is literally talking about they got other fights lined up, and now Boots now want to say they signed some contract he don't know about, so he has no interest in that fight right now. I'm telling y'all.
That's just
now they got other fights.
Talk.
Yeah,
You're
that's
telling
what
me
he
now
said.
they say they got other fights?
They all have other fights.
That was his exact
man,
words. He said, "Now that we got other fights, now they want to say they signed some contract that I don't know about."
Yeah, this
That's
shit
exactly
too
what he
convoluted,
said.
bro. This ain't gonna happen. This too convoluted. There's too much shit going on.
I just don't believe in. I just don't believe in confirmed fights after fights. We've been watching boxing forever, where that never happens. Things always get in the way. Sometimes it happens, but I don't see it.
Only when Floyd was fighting, he'll say, "Beat this dude, then I'll fight you." that's really the only time I seen fights work ahead of time. And Ryan Garcia and Hector Garcia against Tank, that worked. But usually I don't see multiple fights lined up like that working out like that at all.
I mean,
You can't.
Canelo, he typically have his, 3 or 4 fight deals, and he know each fighter he's gonna fight, you know. But hell, then
This,
losses or injuries happened, and it messed everything up. So I,
yeah,
I don't believe it. And for me, in Virgil's sake, if he fight Boots after Lubin, that'll be what 4 or 5 consecutive tough fights. And I don't
exactly.
see it, man. He's gonna
Magimov,
take a soft,
Boychuk.
yeah, he's gonna take some soft in between because it's not necessarily the fighter, it's the camp you got to prepare for these tough fights. He's not gonna do it.
And he be taking a lot of. He been taking his last 2 fights. He took a lot of damage in those fights, facial damage. So it's like, and then this fight right here, it's just like he might not even be in good shape to take a fight against Boots next. That might not even be smart of him to do. So
It's
I
not
don't. That's
smart.
why I said,
Yeah, you don't supposed to take back to back tough fights or even back to back to back. That's ridiculous. You take your tough
yeah.
fight, you take a soft touch in between, you come back with another one. Nobody does that.
And I feel like Eddie Hearn and Boots, I feel like they know that, but they still want to use the Ortiz angle for Boots just to get this reputation. But really, the fight he should be focused on is Bakram, because that's who responded to your call out. That'll prove yourself in a division. But I think he's gonna fight Beirut. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be another nobody. Then they're gonna act like he's just the greatest. He a 2 division champion now because he fought
Yeah,
another
for
nobody.
sure. Because when a Virgil fight doesn't happen, they're going to go around saying that Virgil ducked him,
Yeah, exactly.
or
Yeah,
we know the play. Eddie Hearn's a phenomenal promoter for a reason. He has the manuscript right now on how this is gonna happen. It's a
yeah,
scheme. So,
What Boots needs to do is he needs to fight an American, like someone that's we're familiar with. He's fighting all of these guys from foreign countries. That he's diversifying Philadelphia more than anybody. He's
Is
bringing them
Virgil
all from all over the
Virgil?
world.
Yo, isn't Virgil Ortiz an American, my friend?
Yeah, no, that's the
yeah.
point. We're familiar with him.
And Eddie's saying Bud gonna want a shitload of money to fight Boots. Well, Turkey will pay the money, but you're not even asking him because you don't really want that fight. You know what I'm saying? He's just
exactly.
using his name.
Yeah, but in fairness to them, I really believe that fight has passed. Like Boots had multiple opportunities to fight Bud, and I just don't see Bud going down that route. I mean,
Yeah,
just imagine fighting Boots is like taking 5 steps back. Like
yeah,
it's not like Canelo had an opportunity for legacy to fight Bud. Like there's zero on the table for Bud to fight Boots. I mean, Bud is going to get paid regardless. We got to remember that Bud is Turkey Al Sheikh's first fighter. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like
So he's gonna take care of Bud no matter what. But and
when
I and we heard Turkey already say, "I'm not messing with Boots anymore" because he wanted
until
two
he
tune-up
want to
fights.
step up. Yeah, and then Floyd gave Canelo a shot, but Canelo had 42 fights and 5 title defenses when he gave him that shot.
But
And Boots
not only that, we were talking about a really, really junior Canelo at 21 years old,
23,
21 years old,
23.
23 and 36-year-old
Floyd, yeah.
Floyd. Yeah, yeah. The timelines aren't even the same with Boots and Bud.
He had the fan base and everything. So Boots,
Absolutely.
he don't bring nothing to the table other than the eye test. So that I get it.
Someone earlier was saying that he should fight Lara Boots, Bud versus Lara. Bud versus Lara would be a good fight.
I mean, Janabek signed for Laura right now, December 6th. So they finna fight, but they finna unify because Janabek got 2 belts, Laura got 1, and then the
I
Domus
think
got the
I
other
think the
one.
writing is on the wall. I think we know that Bud is probably going to fight the winner of those two.
Yeah, and then Adames, or he might fight Adames, then fight the winner of those two for undisputed. I kind of that's what I mean. That makes the most sense as far as legacy, but
yeah, might happen.
Yeah,
I mean, Von
You
Truck's
guys
always
earlier.
easy.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, go for it.
I was saying earlier you guys were talking about Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
Should he? I mean, I feel like he should really get a title shot. I mean, I don't know.
He should, but
It's
Usyk
not really
postponed
fair.
it.
Because
Usyk said
he's
he needed
fighting
an
somebody
extension.
that I don't know, man. He should be able to fight for the title, like like the unified.
I think he wanted to stay active because Usyk said he needed an extension for an injury, so he just got a stay busy fight. Well, what's up, Fun Truck? You got something to say?
No, I think that Boots should fight an American, somebody that we're familiar with. I have a feeling, I'm willing to bet some money that the fighter he's going to fight next is Boss Barrio. Fucking
yeah, me too.
What, dude? Hold up. Why not
That's
Charlo?
who he's gonna fight. That's exactly who he's gonna fight.
That's who he's gonna fight
I think
because it's for the
we're
belt.
all in agreement that Boots can talk the talk and like he'll call these names out and after the post-fight interview. But what Eddie Hearn's really gonna do is bring a boss to Philadelphia.
Yeah, and then say he just some threat. He beat Tellez. He a belt holder. Blah blah blah.
The funny
same story.
Actually, not the funny. The most frustrating thing is that there are so many good fights for him at 154. Like there's a ton of good matchups.
Mm-hmm. But he gonna take the least resistance.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, why not Charlo then?
Actually, somebody said in the chat, Errol Spence. That's not a bad fight for Errol Spence to come back to.
I mean, it's.
but then everybody's gonna
smoke.
make fun of him because he'd be like, Charlo hasn't fought in so long.
We can get that.
They gonna say Charlo need a tune up, so which he probably do, but Spence he ain't gonna get credit for beating up Spence at all.
Marco, back in the day when fighters were coming back after a long layoff, did fighters have this many tune-ups?
No. A lot of times they wouldn't have any tune-ups.
I think if you're an elite fighter, you don't need to tune up. You know what I'm saying?
Lloyd fought Ricky Haddon off a long layoff after prison. Shit.
Yeah, for real. Supercharge this shit.
Yeah.
And I think we're all in agreement that like Boots has the potential to be the next pound for pound, but he just needs to prove it. You can't do that by being the next pound for pound by fighting fucking tune-ups.
Exactly.
But the funny thing was, dude, is people were like giving Leva a chance. I'm like, there's no way.
Right. And then
hilarious.
Also, the first 30 seconds, in the first 30 seconds of the fight, it was competitive, and I'm like, Lima has a little bit of, and then he gets knocked out.
Fighting these fighters is not going to even prepare you for when you get into a real fight. Like, it's really going to hurt you if you take too many of those.
How long? Because Jackie said Gary Russell looked great and he came back. How long was his layoff?
About 2 or 3 years. Yeah, Gary Russell looked great coming back. He was out for a while.
Which Gary Russell? You guys confused me with all the twins.
Gary Russell Jr., Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
The one that beat Ryo?
No. The older brother. It's Gary Antoine Russell who beat Ryo, and then it's Mr. Gary Russell Jr. That's the short one.
Marco, did George Foreman name all his kids George Foreman, or is it what was
George? And then the girls
are all Georgina.
Georgina?
He named him George the Third, George the First. He named him George, and then he just called him like third, fourth, or whatever.
And that's what Gary Russell did too. But yeah, I see that Beirut fight next, which I don't want to see that fight. That's
what was the Gary Russell that just got the knockout win recently?
That's Gary Russell Jr.
Okay,
the older brother.
He was doing a good job.
And that Lamont Roach don't want no smoke with him. Neither do Tank. Neither did Leo Santa Cruz. A lot of niggas ducked him.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a talking point from another content creator. So I don't, give them their credit or whatever. So it ain't my point, but they were saying if Boots, who I don't call Boots at the moment, was really wanting to smoke, and like Terrence Crawford did, since he had the belts, he could have petitioned for that IBF against Bachram, or he could have petitioned for the that other belt that he had that he got from Stanionis. He could have petitioned and for the Mando in that weight class, and
He
he could have
didn't.
fought for. No, he
He don't
didn't.
even got a petition for Bachram. All you gotta do is offer him to fight. He willing to fight anybody. Like
I
that
mean, but
man.
it's automatic. But it's an automatic fight because he had the IBF.
Yeah, but
So he could have did
they
it
don't work. Only the
that way.
WBO work like that. Where you got the super champion can demand a fight in the next weight class. Only the WBO work like that. But you can petition though, and then they can either say yes or say no. But yeah, he could have did that. But like I said, he haven't even mentioned Bachram at all, and he responded to his call out. So
Yeah,
I feel like he don't want that fight.
he responded to the call out, right? Bachram was the only one to respond.
Yeah, he the only
Yep.
one.
Literally.
I
What
feel like
about
Bachram responded to him literally when he was still in the ring.
Right, and then everybody keep talking about Ortiz, knowing Ortiz not trying to fight him, just to ignore Bachram. They don't want to see that fight. That's just I feel like Boots fanatics feel like that's too much of a threat. Even Eddie Hearn know that's too much of a threat because why wouldn't you respond to dude and he calling you out? That fight could be getting made right now.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. None of them might fight each other. Like none of them.
No,
Exactly.
I think the others are going to fight each other. We're talking about Boots here because
Hey,
I mean,
look,
I think Boots.
Fedora dropped the WBO to avoid Zaire, so that's already a duck right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I personally believe that Virgil and Xander will end up fighting at some point.
Yeah,
Personally, that's
that'll happen. I think. Yeah, you're right about that. Ortiz ducked Bachram literally, so it's just like we seeing a lot of ducks already.
I can hear
They
you.
avoiding each other.
But
Marco.
you got to
What's up?
consider this though: that Xander Zayas and Virgil are big guys, and I'm assuming because they've already had a light run at 54. I believe those dudes are breaking out of the seams. They're going to end up at 60 soon. So that's something to even consider. So when it does happen, I hope we don't have a show saying, "Oh, these guys duck Boots because they went to 60." No, these dudes is kicking down the seams right now. They probably should be at 60. So
Shit.
Wait, I got a question for the panel, but maybe Marco can answer first.
Go for it.
So when amateurs, top level amateurs, elite ones, are like nearing the end of their career, amateur career, they're fighting in national titles against the very best, number one versus number two. Then they turn professional, and then they go a stretch of the career. For example, like I'm sure Boots was a number one national title winner in the amateurs when he was 17, 18 years old. He turned pro. Then he goes 34 fights fighting cans, not fighting anybody at his caliber. Why do you think? Number one, that is, and second question is, why are they afraid of fighting each other if money is not the issue?
Well,
money
who are you talking about
always the issue.
specifically?
Okay, do you think that like the career path of an elite amateur fighting 30 cans, and then now at 30 years old, Boots is finally like coming into the public's eye as the next pound for pound, is that the correct career path for a boxer?
Man, I think it's all it depends on the specific fighter. You know what I mean? It depends all on the specific fighter. It's hard
Because
to
then
say.
you have other fighters that fight 10 fights and they're at world title levels.
He should have took a test earlier, like when he was offered the Crawford fight. That was his shot at a title, a shot at a big name, win or lose, and it would have been his highest payday. So
let me jump on Boots' side a little bit here. One thing to consider, Cameron Duncan found both Boots and Bud, and if we remember correctly, they both had similar challenges at getting bouts. Cameron Duncan bring a lot of his fighters over to Top Rank, and Top Rank does a great job with matchmaking. Like they'll matchmake the hell out of you. But in this case, obviously, Boots was fighting around the Chitlin circuit for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and Showtime picked him up, but at the same time, he was never really PBC. He was just I guess he was Showtime's only fighter, and they
Yeah,
were matchmaking him the same way he was fighting in the Chitlin circuit. Like they didn't really they pretty much brought him up slowly strategically because they knew they had a high level talent and they probably just didn't want to ruin him early like we do see fighters. So in
Mm.
fairness to Boots in this case, they did great matchmaking for him, but the problem is I think they just overcooked it a bit. And
yeah,
that typically happened with Cameron Duncan's fighters.
and Alan, that's what I'm saying though. He had an opportunity though to take one of those fights against
Oh, he
Crawford,
did. He
and
did.
then he let even though he won under paperwork with Showtime, he let Espinosa talk him out of the fight. So he kind of blew that opportunity.
Oh yeah, for sure. He blew it. I mean, he blew it that time, but I think the biggest blow is when he did not petition the WBO. Like he literally
Yeah,
had a chance because Virgil ducked the bus, smoked 3 times when he was the number one contender,
exactly.
and Boots had an opportunity to
To be
do,
next, and that's what
exactly. He could have
petition for the
petitioned the
fight.
WBO to fight Boots, or he could have petitioned them to be a title eliminator against Stanionis or Virgil Ortiz at the time. He
Right.
Yeah,
decided to decline both and
and
pursue
go
the
to the
WBA. I
IBF.
mean, the
IBF.
IBF, because the
Yeah,
IBF assured him that if the Bud versus Spence fight happened, they will strip the titles immediately when the fight is signed, and that's exactly what happened. So he knew he was a champion waiting in a wing, and he didn't even have to fight Spence or Bud. He didn't have to. He
right.
could play like he wanted to take the fight, but the IBF had already guaranteed him that the title would be his the moment that fight was signed.
And Bozy said that before the fight even happened. So I know
Absolutely. He
that they
did
knew
say
that.
that. He did
Hmm.
say that.
So I think though some people do marinate their careers too much though, like you were saying, for like Zepeda, he 33 fights in, then he finally fought Shakur and lost. So, that probably hurt his reputation a lot.
But
Um,
he did fight Tevin Farmer.
yeah, he did fight Tevin Farmer, but
And
Farmer
he fought
had
somebody. He fought the dude who gave Pitbull hell. Who was it? Was it Giovanni or something like that?
Wait up,
Who did
Alan.
he?
Alan, on that point of Tevin Farmer, Floyd Schofield knocked out Tevin Farmer in the first round. Like,
No. But you can't do that. You
no,
can't
no,
do
no.
that
Wait, I'm asking a
because the
question.
pay
You guys, they
huh?
screwed Tevin Farmer.
I'm
on
asking.
me,
I'm asking
sorry.
a question here. So Boots beat Lima in the first round, and we're talking about Boots for this week. When Floyd Schofield knocked out Tevin Farmer, arguably a
No,
better competition, we didn't give Floyd Schofield as much credit.
no. But
exactly,
here's the no. We
but
gotta backtrack because Tevin Farmer fought. He fought
4 tough
Zepeda.
fights.
The death.
He fought consecutive like Tevin Farmer. You got to remember he came off the L to
He had
get himself back
he
in
had 3 losses before he
contention.
fought
No.
Schofield. 3 losses in a row.
Listen. He fought Zepeda, and I think he had an injured hand or injured he
Yeah,
was injured, and he arguably won that fight,
For
coming
sure.
back, and that is a tough motherfucker. And Floyd Schofield knocked him out in round 1.
Yeah, but I personally believe that Tevin Farmer he lost pretty much whatever he had left
But he's way
preparing
better.
and fighting.
Listen, everybody knows Tevin Farmer. Nobody knows who the fuck Lima is.
yeah, that's true. But I understand what he's saying because Tevin Farmer came off 3 losses in a row, 2 to Zepeda and then 1 to Muratalo. So
Yep.
going into the
Former world
Schofield
champion,
fight
though.
off of 3
Former
losses,
world champion.
yeah. But
But
he was
are
prime. He was
we
prime for a
comparing?
loss.
are we comparing Farmer to Lima?
No,
Because Lima doesn't have any track record at all. So I mean, listen, the kid Schofield, he definitely gets some credit in my
Hell
eyes. I
nah.
mean, what he did, he get a little credit. He get a
it's a
little
lot of
credit, but
credit.
yeah, but Boots get zero credit for being Lima. I mean, no credit.
No,
I give the kid credit
You
because
can't give
not
him
only is
zero.
no.
I give him no credit. I
Come
give him
on.
no credit for being Lima.
I
He
No,
give
gets
him the
no
because
credit.
credit.
Marco
Look,
brings up this point. Marco brings up this point a lot. It's really hard to knock out another professional fighter in
Hi,
the
Brad, but I'm trying to give Tevin Farmer credit. That's what I was,
I'm giving both of them credit.
but
I'm
look,
definitely giving. But see, Schofield, he did what he had to do. I mean, and that was more shocking in our eyes. Like
look,
most people were like, "Damn, that happened."
T.O. could knock out Steve Claggett in the first round, and he has 7 losses. So you got to give a person credit for taking the trash out when they're supposed to. When they're
Who
not
is
supposed
that?
to be in the ring with you, you do what you got to do. So I give Boots that much credit. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? I
good
give
take.
Schofield that much credit. But there's only so much credit you can't give him for that, but you got to give him some credit because a lot of fighters can't just do that in the first round like that.
Hmm.
Well, we saw the famous Puerto Rican do it 16 straight times. So
Well,
we
yeah,
know it can happen.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's not. I mean, it took Keith Thurman 3 rounds to get rid of Brock Jarvis. So, you know.
yeah.
I don't know,
It's
man.
hard to It's hard to get a first
Shit,
round knockout.
That's a better
it's hard.
fighter. Brock Jarvis.
Huh? What'd you
Brock
say?
Jarvis
I mean,
is a better fighter than Lima.
I
Yeah,
I don't know.
he
I don't know. They about the
Lima,
same
Lama
guy.
Bean,
He
Pinto
definitely
They
Bean.
about the same guy. They about the
Nah,
Yo,
look,
same
you
guy.
got
Brock Jarvis was like 22-1 with 20 knockouts. So
Brock
he had a
Jarvis is a
way
Brock
better.
Jarvis
35-pound
looked like
dude
Marshmallow
that
Man
moved
on
up to
steroids
54.
and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
Brock
got to be
Jarvis is a
careful too
135
going
pound
down
dude that
that
moved up.
triangle theory. We
Yeah.
got to be careful with the triangle theory, though. That's
that never
you know.
works.
That's
It
not a
never works.
triangle theory. We just saying that's not a triangle theory. We just saying it's hard to knock out a professional fighter. So when a dude knocks the dude out, you got to give him some credit for knocking the dude out.
Man,
Yeah,
guys
Alan,
lay
I
down all the
appreciate.
time too, though.
Because look, if Boots would have went 12 rounds with Lima, I would have been
Oh
all
man,
over
we just
Boots.
shit all
Like
over it. We
he a
just shit
hype
all
job,
over
he
it.
this and that.
Shit
Yeah,
all over.
yeah. But I would have been on his ass for that shit. I can't lie. So I gotta give him credit.
I'm giving him no credit.
But I
No, you
want
have
to
to,
see him
Alan.
step
He
up.
just, but he just came out swinging, like just swinging, bro. Like,
That's
Yeah,
how,
he
and
ain't.
that's what I'm saying. That's how he
what did
fight
that
too.
prove? Like,
You
come
can't.
on, bro. Like, he just came out swinging, like,
It
He
don't
fought
prove
standing.
and then
nothing. The
He
he,
fight
fought.
don't
and then
prove
he
nothing.
switched.
Look,
The fight
he
proves
fought.
that if you got a dude in the ring with you who don't belong there, you get rid of him. That's what the
Look, he
fight
fought.
proves. That's all it
He
proves.
fought Lima like that. He fought Stanionis like that. He fought Avanesian like that. Like he's a wild dude. Like he's not controlled enough to beat a Bud Crawford. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like you can't
He's not controlling enough
I
to
wish
beat a
y'all
lot
would
of
stop that.
guys.
I really
at
wish y'all
all.
would stop that. That ship has sailed. He is never fighting Bud Crawford. Never.
Nah,
No
right.
matter
I
what
don't
he
think
does.
so.
Dude, I mean, you
Probably
talking
not
never
about
now
fought him.
because
he
Bud
made
said he's never going to go down back to 160 or 154.
He's
Yeah.
not fighting Bud. No matter what he does.
you talking
Bud is
about Bud.
gone,
He
do
may
his
not
thing.
fight anybody.
He needs to
He may
focus
not
on
fight
doing his
anybody.
thing.
What if Virgil Ortiz moves up?
Yeah, he said
We
he'll
know
fight
Virgil's
Bud at
moving up.
162 if he was offered the fight.
Crawford is not fighting any of those guys. Any of them.
Yeah, I don't think so
Those guys.
either.
Yeah, I think
don't think so
and
either.
from
I
that interview, it seemed like Bud was a bit salty that those guys kind of, ducked his smoke a few times. So I don't think he's gonna fight them.
If
Out of
Boots,
principle,
if
I think
Boots,
it's a principle thing. I think out of
Yeah,
principle,
because
I don't think he won't fight Virgil
he's
or Boots.
and
look,
he's
if Boots,
38 right now, so he's going to want
Plus,
to take these last few years and just
none of them dudes
milk
bring
it
no
out,
money,
baby.
bro. None of them
look,
dudes
if
bring
Boots
enough
would have
money for
called
them.
out Bud
None of
at
Dude,
them.
he's getting
168
sponsored by
after
Turkey. Money ain't a thing.
that's what I was just gonna
No,
say. If Boots
Turkey's
would have
not gonna
called
pay
out
that
Yeah,
much
Bud,
money
so
for them
money is a
dudes.
little bit of a thing.
Dude,
He'll
Turkey
pay it for
paid Usyk
Sherrod.
and
He
Fury
won't pay it
over
for those
$100
dudes.
million to fight in front of
nah, but
5,000
look,
people.
Turkey said, remember
He's
about a
not
year or
giving
two
Boots
ago.
Ennis or Virgil Ortiz 50 to 75 million. He's not doing it.
Look,
Dude,
Turkey
he's
said,
not paying
He's not
Boots at
doing it.
all. I don't think Turkey will ever give Boots money.
look, no, Turkey said that
Crawford
he
wants those 3
remember
belts.
Turkey said he wanted to
He
see
went.
Bud Crawford fight Canelo and Boots. Remember that year? So he willing to pay, but Boots got to be willing to fight. And I feel like if Boots would have called him out at 168, that would have probably put a bug in Turkey ear to try to make it happen.
You don't
but
think?
He didn't.
Check this out. Do you think Eddie Hearn was like, "Hey, check this out. As soon as you get into the 154-pound division, just take the IBO title." Like,
yeah. Hey, and Boots actually tweeted 2-division weight champion loading before he fought Lima. Like, IBO is not a real title though. But yeah, I'm curious though to see who he fight next, man.
Low key, they stole that fight from Jaleel Hackett though.
The Lima fight.
Yeah, Hackett said it yesterday too. They stole that fight. They told him they didn't have nothing to offer him, and you know they on the same promotional. They both.
What up, CJ?
You guys, I was gonna say I think Turkey's gonna run out of money, man. I think
What?
No, I'm serious. Because,
dude,
how much money do you think he actually has?
Nah, look,
listen to me, bro. As long as people are driving cars and using shampoo, the Saudis will not run out of money.
They give Turkey like 700 something million every 9 months for entertainment.
Well, can't Turkey fucking make the Boots versus Virgil Ortiz fight?
He tried to, and that's what he said. He tried to make it twice. And then Boots turned it down, but that's why he said
he wanted tune-ups, and then Turkey said, "I don't do tune-ups. You can do tune-ups with
charity." So,
Shelton Moore, I'm sorry, my friend. I did not even realize you were last time you were in a car.
Yeah,
that's why if Boots really want Ortiz, he should be trying to holler at Turkey right now. Like Eddie Hearn, they could really do it if they really want it, but I feel like they're gonna pretend Ortiz ducked because he's not trying to fight him anyway. And they're going to fight Baruch for a WBO title.
Duck, man. My man ain't ducking that dude.
Ortiz?
He ain't ducking that dude, man.
He avoiding the fight, though, right now.
All right, Sheldon.
It's not him. It's not him. Maybe their handlers duck each other. But
his
the fighters
dad,
don't duck.
well, his dad, that he the one saying.
It's his handler. That's his handler.
Yeah, that's not his manager, so.
Man, but, I don't think
Turkey who do I have in the fight? Money. You said who do I have in the fight? In Boots and Ortiz fight?
Yeah, who you got?
Appreciate you, big dog.
I think Boots beats him. I think Boots is too athletic.
Boxing donated to become a member.
He did.
Yeah, I think Boots win too, but it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good test for Boots to fight somebody with power.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tense. Yeah, he's not. Boots is not.
Fight didn't mean anything.
He's not so good. He's not so good that he's just gonna run through everybody. No, he's not that.
Shelton Moore, who do you have? Shelton Moore, Virgil or fucking Boots? Right now, tell me.
I'll take Ennis.
And look, Ortiz made the adjustment in the Madrimov fight and started boxing really good. So, you know that's a good
matchup. This guy is not Madrimov.
Yeah.
And he made an adjustment in the Boychuk
fight. I
said
as well. Boots over Ortiz, but I still think that's the best.
This guy is not Boychuk either.
Yeah, I'm just saying he got the ability to adjust.
How do you know this?
I just seen Boychuk get his ass whooped by Brandon the Cannon Adams. He got his ass mollywopped.
I'm just saying Ortiz
Brandon Adams is good though. And Brandon Adams might be a bad style clash for him.
Yeah,
that's a whole different
Brandon
fight,
Adams whooped his ass twice. The first time Brandon knocked his ass out.
But
the second time Brandon just whooped his ass in 10 minutes. Boychuk is cool. He's decent, but he's not.
Never seen, bro. We never seen
put it this way.
In a fight over a seat.
Put it this way. Boychuk is not even Madrimov. Boychuk is not even Madrimov.
Madrimov ducked Boychuk.
Never fought anybody over C level. How could we say he would do this to guys who are actual B level fighters? We never seen Boots in a fight over a C level ever.
Right, and I'm saying,
you think Boychuk?
No, hold on.
You think Boychuk is higher than C level?
Shelton, I'll handle this.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Virgil Ortiz literally obliterate anyone the way that freaking? First of all, Ennis has a better record. 30. What? I don't know. He literally has like 31.
35 wins, 31 knockouts.
35 knockouts. 35 wins, 31 knockouts.
Most of his people out.
Knocking out kids. Yep, keep going.
Competition matters.
Virgil,
keep going.
Me, and I want him to fight.
Knocking out dusty kids.
Virgil got mostly knockouts too. He just got 2 decisions his last 2 fights. Everything else
like
been
Virgil
knockouts.
Ortiz. I'm just
Virgil
saying,
got
if
some
you put them
kids
up
too.
together right now, I
Virgil,
think
But
Boots
look,
would win.
I'm just
Virgil
saying
Ortiz last 4
Ortiz is
fights
not
is
just a
worth.
come forward fighter though. He can box too though. That's all I'm saying. So
Well, I
Virgil
know that he
Ortiz,
can
Who's
Virgil's
not
box,
last
just
4 fights
but
is over Boots'
it's
entire career.
they have two different styles. This is a Mexican style of boxing and
yeah,
American
I don't think Virgil is a
black style
completely
yeah,
of
different
boxing.
Virgil.
style.
I
You
hope I
ain't
can
got to
say
look
that.
for Virgil.
yeah.
That's the one
Virgil,
thing that's cool
Virgil,
about Virgil. You ain't got to look for him. Virgil gonna be
yeah, but
right there.
Virgil has a really nice jab, man. He has a really nice jab. So you can't just say he's that typical Mexican style fighter. He has a really strong jab. I think his
Virgil
best
Yeah,
uses
fight
and
his
he
is his
space
keeps
for
his
jab.
hands up
defense.
and he moves in and he fucking puts the
Virgil
pressure on.
uses
And I
his space for defense. That's his defense, his face.
I
Yeah,
got
He
I got
has
Boots winning that
he's
fight though,
kind of
but
a Mexican style going on, I believe.
Yeah, but the thing is, Shelton, dude, here's the thing. This is why it makes it interesting, is because when Virgil Ortiz comes in with all that fucking fireworks and the haymakers and the everything and everywhere, Boots might get a little fucking frustrated and confused. I'm just saying.
he never fought a puncher either. So
He
Virgil
might,
fought a
but
puncher
if he
and
catches it,
Boachuk. Boots
but if he
haven't fought a
catches you
puncher
coming
yet.
in, it's a good night. So that's what makes the fight interesting. That's what makes
Okay,
the fight
Marco,
interesting. Because if he
Marco,
catches
what
you
do you
coming
think
in,
about
it's gonna
this,
be a good
Marco?
night.
Think about what specifically?
Oh man,
Boots versus Ortiz.
I think I got Boots, but I think I got Boots because of his speed and his athleticism. But we'll see what happens.
But let's just say nobody wins. Let's just say a goddamn fucking helicopter lands in the middle of the ring. That's what I'm talking about.
somebody
Let's just
said
say a
if he catch,
goddamn paracopter lands in the middle of the ring. Who do you think would win in an actual? Let's say there's no scorecards.
I don't really get the question.
yeah,
I
that's
think
that's a fantasy.
I'm taking Virgil
Who,
over Boots.
but who said if he get caught coming in it's over? Who said that? Who was that just said that?
Alan,
I
you
think
just don't like Boots.
Sheldon.
That's what
It
it
was
is.
me.
You
It was
don't like
Tim
the dude.
Sheldon, who are you referring to?
People, this is crazy, man. Like
He
I
said
can't
it's
take
over with
Virgil.
for Ortiz if Boots catch him coming in.
How? He's been
Yeah, if he
tested
catches you
already.
coming in, yeah, you're right. It's a wrap. Boots got power,
And
man.
look,
No matter what you want
We
to
didn't see
say,
no
Boots,
power.
Boots got no
I ain't
power.
see no
Boots.
power. I still ain't see no power. Y'all talking about kids. We
Yeah,
gotta stop that.
I
We
was
gotta
just gonna
stop
say
that.
that Boots ain't
Okay.
knocking people out like that. He making people quit or the ref stopping him, but he
35
not
wins,
KOing
31
The
nobody.
refs,
knockouts. He knock
the
people
ref,
out like that?
the
Okay.
refs are stopping
All
it.
right.
The refs are stopping it. That's enough. That's enough
And that Lima
punishment. That's
Lima
enough
stoppage was
punishment.
early. That
It's
That's
Lima
not a
over.
stoppage was
knockout?
early.
That's not a knockout when the ref jumps in
T-
and say no more?
yeah, it's a
Yeah, but look,
TKO. It's
the
a
Lima
TKO. But who knows the truth? I
that
don't
Lima
believe all of that
stoppage
stuff for all these
that
years.
that Lima stoppage was too early in my opinion.
A lot of them
Marco,
are
where do
too
you find
early.
these
You
guys?
guys are funny.
Yeah, they stopped the
Where do you
David
find these guys, Marco?
Avanesia fight. They
how
thought
many what?
Avanesia had a broken face or nose.
Where did
Exactly.
you
He
He
find
didn't
these
have none
guys?
of that.
They
He
say
didn't
when the
have none
ref
of that.
jumps in and stops the fight, it's not a knockout. It's unbelievable.
No, I'm saying, look, what I'm saying is that's a knockout, but you said like if Boots catch Virgil coming in, it's over with for him. Like he gonna lay him out, and he not laying niggas out like that. That's all I was
That's
saying.
correct. That's correct. He's
Like
not doing it.
Norman knocked Jan Sasaki out cold. Bud knocked Avanesian
That's the
out
only
cold.
person he knocked out
Boot,
cold.
Bud knocked Avanesian out cold, but Boots not knocking niggas
That's the
out
only
like that.
person he knocked out cold so far in a long time. That's the only person he knocked out cold was Avanesian. One guy.
Dude, he got about 10 guys on his record who he knocked out.
Who he
Bud
knocked out
knocked out
cold
other people
besides
cold though.
Avanesian? Who he laid out besides Avanesian? Who?
He knocked
Out
out
cold?
Not out cold, but he finished
Okay, there
Benavidez
you go.
though. With that
Wait.
uppercut.
That kills your statement. Not out cold.
No.
Okay.
Well, we ain't. Hey,
You said out
who the last
cold.
person you seen get knocked out cold? It ain't been happening.
Avanesian.
Yeah, that's been a long time, but it ain't been happening.
Jan Sasaki.
Jen Sasaki was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's the last person. Anthony Joshua got knocked out cold.
Yeah.
Out
Yep,
cold?
he sure did.
Yeah.
But
Daniel Dubois.
Daniel Dubois got knocked out cold.
Yep.
Yeah, he got knocked out too. Yeah, some niggas be getting knocked out cold, but a lot of people can't do that though. And I never seen Boots do that.
Okay, how did we go for 154 to heavyweights? Daniel Dubois is a heavyweight.
I know. We just saying people who got knocked out cold.
They said people aren't getting knocked out cold. They asked, who's the last people I saw get knocked out cold? Those are the last fights I saw, no matter the weight, that got knocked out cold.
People in the heavyweight division get knocked out cold too.
But,
we got to count one punch, body punch, knockouts.
What was your point though? Like, who? Someone knocked someone out cold somewhere. Great.
Yeah, we were saying Boots never knocked nobody out cold, so how he gonna do it to Ortiz? That's what we
Okay, but Lehman never
I never
knocked
said he
anybody
knocked.
out.
I said he'd catch him coming in, he'll stop him. I said he gonna lay him out, he'll be carted out on the stretcher. He'll stop his ass.
Mean Machine hit harder than Boots. Mean Machine hit harder than Boots.
Huh?
I think so.
I said Mean Machine hit harder than Boots.
Yeah.
Mean Machine hits harder than a lot of people, according to Bud.
And Virgil walked him down. He went down. He got Mean Machine was the only guy that really hurt Virgil like that, but he walked him down.
Yo, it's super.
Virgil says out of his own mouth, Marco, that he doesn't remember anything after the second round of that fight. He said Mean Machine hit him hard, hit him so hard.
Yeah, it means he
doesn't remember anything after the second round of that fight. That's what Virgil said.
The thing is, dude, that's why they should probably bring back the 3-down knockdown rule. Because honestly, no, please think about it. If I knock you down 3 times in 1 round and you want to still keep fighting,
yeah, people came back from that.
Yeah, and look what happened to them. They're literally on life support and shit.
Nah.
Yeah, forget about that.
That's what they signed up for.
I want to see Boots and Ortiz because it's a good fight, but I prefer the Bachrach fight, preferably first.
Why?
Because it's
you want to see him tested. What you trying to say?
You think Bachrach is he more of a threat than Ortiz?
Man, I want this dude to fight.
Do we know that for sure? Do we know that for sure?
We don't know for sure, but I'm just going off what I
we don't know if Bachrach's more of a threat. We know Bachrach can punch. Tim Tszyu showed us that. We know he can punch.
He the boogeyman of 154 though. That's what I know. So that's what.
Who made him the boogeyman?
Bro, Tim Tszyu is rattled right now.
The other fighters made him the boogeyman because they don't want that smoke.
How?
He haven't had a fight since he put Tim Tszyu in the headlight, like a deer in the headlight. He haven't got no fight.
This is what I think.
Lubin ducked a mandatory.
That's why they don't have a fight.
Lubin ducked a mandatory. Ortiz, his team said that's too much of a dangerous fight.
More money.
Turkey said
for more money.
He offered 3 people good money to fight him, and they all was scared. So I gotta believe it, and he don't gotta fight.
So this is what we do,
bro. It doesn't matter how much money you have, dude. When you get in the fucking ring, you're gonna actually have to fight someone.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys are doing in the back.
So what Boots needs to do is go snatch a belt from one of them dudes, and that way when you fight Bachman, it's a unification, and you don't have to have the 10-pound weight class.
See, look, you using a why do fans care about the rehydration clause when Boots don't? Boots calls him out.
Obviously, the fighters do.
Boots called him out. Boots said Bachram or whatever his name is. He called him out, so he don't care about the rehydration clause.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see, because Bachram don't have a fight right now. Bachram don't have a fight right now, so let's see.
And he called.
Fuck Virgil. Fuck Virgil.
Look, he responded to Boots, and Boots haven't responded yet. That's why I call him the boogeyman.
I just said fuck Bachram. Fuck Virgil. Fight Bachram then. If he ain't scared, fuck Virgil. Fight him.
Bro, there's no.
Agreed.
Bachram been sitting for a year already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, get it, fight that man.
Been sitting for a year already. They ain't trying to fight him.
It's been a year.
Remember he was on. Remember when he's on. I don't know who get on there.
He beat up Tim Tszyu in October last year.
Yep.
He beat the shit out of Tszyu October last year.
But remember, he was on TBV saying he'll fight anybody, and I don't know what happened. He said he calling the people out, and he said that what's the name ducked him. He didn't use the word duck, but he was saying that. They gave him he gave him step aside money. He was saying little Charlo.
Who gave him step aside money?
Little Charlo.
Oh, Charlo ain't trying to fight nobody, man. Charlo ain't trying to fight nobody.
So it's almost sitting in the same ass fucking house, rich, Literally
He been
rich.
out.
Carlos
He
are
been out
probably
a
rich.
whole year, bro.
Drinking fucking martinis,
He
drinking
haven't got a
margaritas.
fight in a whole year because these niggas ducked the smoke.
Who Charlo been out 2.5 years.
They're fucking. They probably have a mansion.
No, I'm saying Bakram fought October last year. That's a whole year since
Yeah,
he
he
had
beat
a
up
fight.
Tenzu. Nobody else want to fight him. Nobody want to fight him. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
at
that
this
that makes
point,
you the boogeyman for real.
we gotta lay off that excuse. I mean, if the guy wanted to have a fight, he could have had a fight. You can't
make nobody
go
fight
one
him.
whole year without having a fight, man.
Okay, well, hold up, Alan. Are you gonna make the fight?
You said what?
First, okay, are you gonna make the fight?
No,
How can you make somebody fight?
Make Marco's fight. Marco, who did they give you an opponent at the Border Wars?
I'm
Did they
not
give you one
fighting in
yet?
Border Wars.
Put me in the fucking corner. I'll talk shit.
Look, Lubin, Ortiz.
No, Mark. Can I get an answer to the
Zayas,
question,
Fundora, Thurman.
Okay,
none of these niggas trying to fight Bakram. You can't make somebody get in the ring with him.
If Boots can get 35 cans, Bakram can at least get a fight in between. You know what I mean? There's no reason he should have been sitting out for a whole year. So
Hey,
how dare he fucking fight the IBO champion?
Josh Kelly ducked that smoke too. He ducked him too. Nobody want to take the risk. That's why I give credit and props to whoever take the risk of fighting him. That's why I give Boots credit, win or lose, if he fight Bakram.
It's not even a risk anymore. Man, he's been out the ring for a whole year.
It's still a lot that goes into it, though. It's still a lot that goes into it because allegedly there were a lot of people that were offered the fight with Boots. I personally don't think it's right. They said that Josh Kelly was. He said no.
They was given $250,000 offer.
That's what I was about to get up. That's what I was about to say, and I don't think that's fair. That type of money is terrible.
Who he is.
In a hurt business and with no insurance, yo. Plus all of the expenses that you got to pay for the camp and all of that stuff. People don't even understand that stuff, and it's kind of messed up that we be fighting for these. We be fighting and pocket watching, but the truth is these fighters need to get more money.
Against a dangerous fighter like Boots too. So
it's
Eddie
not even
Hearn,
about that though. You trying to pay me to go into a title fight?
Bro, man, cash flow rules everything around us.
You gotta overpay me. You gotta
Eddie Hearn
to go to Philly.
He send out a bunch of lowball offers, give you a 24-hour deadline, and then if you don't take it, he say you ducked. That's what they've been doing.
That's crazy.
That's how they've been moving Boots.
And they try to force these guys. You know that if you want somebody to come to your hometown, you gotta overpay.
That too, exactly.
You can't just give nobody peanuts to come to your house and fight you.
Multiple fighters said they got lowball offers, so everybody can't be lying. Everybody not lying. So that's a little strategy he used too. But that shit is over with for Boots.
The pay offer can also be a duck. You tell somebody, 20% to in a unification bout. No, you ducking me, bro. Don't offer me no 20%. You offer somebody 20 or 15%. You don't want to fight.
Look, y'all can say the money about Bakram, but Turkey is willing to put up money for Bakram. He sent out offers, and niggas still didn't take the fight. So that's not an excuse.
Like, why not 50-50 for everything?
Niggas don't want to get their head beat in. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
But
Timothy Dizzles.
Huh?
But look, I just want to see. I want to see
Boots. Television about to go on.
That's a lie. Lima was given $250K. That's what we said. Those are $250,000. Josh Kelly was offered $350K. Those are lowball offers to fight a dangerous fighter like Boots. Those are low offers. That's a low offer. So that's what I'm saying. You said you proving my point. Those are lowball offers.
If you can get a fucking goddamn contract from Turkey Al Sheikh, then let's do that shit.
It ain't. Turkey is not doing no more offers for Boots. I think he's over him.
Because he ran out of money.
Nah, he said when Boots want to fight a real fight, then he gonna put up.
But he ran out of money, and didn't he just purchase? They just purchased EA Sports for what? 90
I was trying to say he's not gonna run out of
over there.
He's not gonna run out of money because they give him a budget every 9 months. He get a whole new budget. hundreds of
Oh,
millions.
come on, please don't lie to me. Have you seen the budget?
Yeah, it's like
You've seen the
700
budget.
something
How
million.
much money have they spent in the last year on boxing matches?
Nowhere near what they got. Remember, we looked it up,
You
Marco?
don't have a budget. You don't know what you're talking about. You lied to me right now.
What?
This
No,
dude,
we
who is this?
looked
This
it up.
dude
Marco
smoking crack. Who is this?
Marco looked it up before. He get a lot of money.
35 billion.
35 million?
Billion with a B.
Billion.
Billion, exactly. Billion. None of you guys have $1 billion.
So he not running out of money, is what we're saying though. So
Right. No, he's not.
he gonna make the fights if
Okay,
the
but
fighters
the
want to fight.
richest person, hold up. The richest person in the world, what? Elon Musk and shit? How much money did he have right now? If he was gonna cash this shit out, how much money could he get?
What's the difference?
The difference is he's the richest person in the fucking world. You can't just do this shit forever.
I mean, if you get a certain look, if Turkey spend all his budget, he gonna get it right back to spend again. So he's not gonna run out of money because they're gonna keep giving him a certain amount of money.
Only Americans care about money. They don't care about no money like that.
I care. Money is work, and I work every fucking day of my life. Money is work.
Where did you
I don't know
find
if you
this
guys
dude?
believe
Who
that
is this
shit.
dude?
Who the hell are you? Like, I give a fuck. You're the one that fucking gives me. How about if you have fucking $30 billion, can I get like 100,000, please?
Dude, you the only one who pocket watching
But look,
and asking for money,
if you
man. Go to work, bro.
if you getting 30 billion a year
First of
for
all, I'm not your bro.
entertainment, how can you run out of money when you're gonna get it next year again? You can't run out of money.
I don't think you don't know what you're talking about, my friend.
Hey, Alan Day. If Virgil
that?
get his ass whooped by Lubin, then we gonna fight Baccarat. We gonna fight Kakarot, Baccarat, whatever his name is. We gonna fight him.
He should be fighting Bakram anyway, man. That's the title fight.
Hey, bro, hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
You know, Lubin was supposed to fight Bakram and he turned it down for the Virgil fight because he wanted more money.
Yeah.
So don't say Bud.
Yeah,
Don't say
turn
Bud
Wavy
trying
and
to
Wavy
not
up.
Bud. Boots. Don't say Boots trying to duck Bakram, bro.
Dude, Boots. I don't even know what Boots is doing. Boots don't want to fight anybody.
Look, Boots called
Because he
him
just
out.
knocked someone out
Look,
again.
Boots
Yeah,
called
easy
him
work
out.
in the first
He
round.
responded to the call out. So now it's on the ball in Boots' court to take the fight or try to make the fight.
Well, you know, they already got a contract in place for the Virgil fight. Virgil didn't sign it yet, but Boots already signed it.
Virgil
So-
said he don't know nothing about it.
Man. There's no
But look,
contract.
Virgil
It's not a
said
real
he don't know
contract. It's
nothing
just
about
like
it, bro.
basically an agreement type shit.
Yeah.
But look, bro, are you gonna ignore that Virgil said he don't know nothing about it?
No, I seen the interview.
Yeah,
He said,
so
he you know, because basically he's locked into his fight that he got now. He's doing the right thing. Like, you don't want to sign for a fight. You already got a fight lined up. But if he win the fight, bro, and he still doesn't, you know, acknowledge the contract or sign it, then that's a duck. That means he don't want to fight Boots then.
That's not a duck, because what if he get injured in a fight?
What
if he get injured?
We said all things go well though. But look, Ortiz said that he said we offered him to fight twice. They turned it down. So now that we got other fights lined up, now they want to talk about some contract that I know nothing about. So what is other fights? It's like he in a whole different direction than Boots. That's what it sounds like
I don't
to me.
understand why you guys are talking about contracts and shit. Why don't you talk about who's a better fighter?
Man,
I mean, that's what's important. They can't fight without no contract. So they're not gonna fight next. I guarantee you. Ortiz and Boots gonna fight
First
next.
of all, Bud Smoke Canelo, I'm agreeing with you, but I still don't feel like it's fair to say that Boots didn't take on a challenge. You know what I mean? When everybody else in their entire life in boxing, like look at Floyd Mayweather and everything. And trust me, I think Floyd Mayweather is
twirling around in circles.
I don't even fucking forget about that. But what I'm trying to say is this: you talk about like, let's put the best up against the best. With who's gonna get the money? I don't care who gets the money. I want to care who gets like the better fight. And
right. I don't. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that, but I'm just saying that's what's holding up the fight.
Bud Smoke Canelo, please. Let's just say Turki Al-Sheikh had all this money, would he not make the Virgil Ortiz versus
Boots
Boots
Oh, of
for
course.
the Ring Magazine Championship and sponsor the ship.
Look, I'm telling you that Turkey already offered that fight twice to Boots, and he said Boots wanted the tune-up. So when he want to fight a real fight, come holler at him. That's
And
what
that's what
Turkey
he
already.
gonna do. We got the
He,
Yeah, well,
tune
hopefully.
up.
he
Now
tried,
we gonna holler at
right?
Turk.
So he tried
Yeah,
to
but he
make the
said he
fight.
wanted 2 tune-ups.
Nah, but Boots only
Yeah,
said
but
one
he was
tune-up.
also he had all these other fights going on. So
Right,
you
but
have to be you got to be a little bit concerned. I mean, if you're let's just say if you're Boots or Virgil, wouldn't you be a little bit concerned that are they actually going to is this the real person? Is he going to pay me the money? Is this the
Man,
real
come
fight?
on, man. Get this dude up out of here. Mute this dude, man. He's just
Turkey
Oh,
gonna
please, you
pay that
fucking
money.
gold wearing ass motherfucking bitch.
this dude here, bro.
I
Hey,
don't even need your ass.
Turkey gonna pay
Fuck
the
you.
money though, bro.
Hey, get this carrot top up out of here, man. It's always somebody, you know what I mean? Motherfucker,
Tur-
broke motherfuckers always talking about some money. Hey, do they really have the money? Oh my god, do they really have the money? Show goofy ass out of here.
First of all, I'm not
That's
even
how
a
you
fucking afraid of
sound.
you, Alan Day. You're like 2 stages away, actually 1 stage away for going on fucking Medicare.
You're what the fuck? Where the fuck y'all get this motherfucker?
Nah, but yeah, you know,
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
if
googled
fighters,
that. That was out of control.
Yo, that's funny
Medicare?
as fuck, bro.
You're 2 stages away from
if fighters
Medicare.
really want to fight, they gonna holler at
I'll be right
Turkey
back.
to get it made. Like Norman wasn't with Turkey at first, but he impressed them, and then Turkey gave him an offer to fight Devin. So it's like if you really want to fight, you will holler at Turkey about it. Like Boots, and especially with Eddie Hearn, he know he connected with Turkey. You could go say, man,
Right.
put the money up for me to fight Ortiz if you really want, or for me to fight Bachman or anybody if you really, really want to do it. So it's
Yeah.
no excuse for Boots not to fight a
Yeah,
name or champion.
especially now that he verbally called everybody out. It's like you gotta fight one of them guys that you said. If not, you're gonna look like you scared. I already
Yeah.
told Alan Day, bro, if he takes another tune-up, I'm done with him. I'm gonna criticize him too, but I'm not mad at one tune-up, bro. I'm not tripping. But if he does it again, bro, if he don't fight Bachman, Fedora, Zayas, or Virgil, then he's scared, bro. He's
So
scared.
look, what if you fight Beiruto for the WBO? You satisfied
I'm
with that?
still scared, bro. I don't want to see that.
Right. All right.
You talking about the African dude, right? No, the
Yeah,
dude
He's
from
going to
Europe.
fight Abbas. He's gonna fight him.
For
He's
sure.
gonna fight
That's
him.
what I'm saying. That's a
He's
belt, but
definitely gonna
I
fight him.
can't respect that win. That's still a
Yeah, we
nobody.
don't want to see that. Like, it's a belt.
Yeah,
I'm
easy
not.
win.
See, I'm a Boots fan, so I'm not mad at it. But I already know the dudes that don't like Boots. That's gonna be another way for them to
Yeah.
just
And
talk shit about him.
I respect you looking at it like that too. That's why I asked you that. So yeah, I'm not trying to see that either, man.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
fight
he
we
did
have.
a good job against Tellus. I seen the fight. He's a solid fighter.
Yeah,
So,
but that nigga
so
17 and 1 or whatever.
how long you been on Medicare, Alan?
He left or you kicked him off,
Harvard?
Marco?
Nah, I kicked him off. He was going. That's too far.
That's
He's a weird
Tom.
dude. Like, I mean, I don't mind him, but when he starts like attacking, that's
Who was that?
it's my cousin. Nah, I don't know, some fucking dude.
The Turkey offer Boots the
What's his name? You know the name?
Tim.
Oh.
Yo, at first I thought
Okay.
that was Jersey Aiden, bro, and I'm like, nah, that's not Aiden, bro. That's not
Yeah,
Aiden.
people keep saying that's Aiden, and my response to that is simple.
Oh, that's racist.
We all don't sound alike.
Dub City Gritty, are you satisfied if Boots fight Beirut next, or you expect another name?
If Boots fights who?
Beirut, the African Abyss Beirut.
I just heard of him yesterday. I never even heard of this fucking guy.
Abbas.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like that's another nobody, even though he got elevated.
Jackie, don't be racist.
Nah, Marco, we watched this fight live. He beat Tellus. I think it was on Pro Box or something like that. We was watching the fight live. That's the black dude from Germany.
He beat Tellus, but then he got elevated when Bud fought Canelo. He got Bud belt the WBA. He
What's
got
worse,
elevated.
this guy Tim or HLD? I don't know.
I mean, at least HLD no boxing.
Confuse me with the
I'm
with
just
the
playing.
Timo with the Timo Jersey Aiden.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, bro. It's zesty Jersey Aiden, bro.
Dub City Gritty, I'm waiting on you to respond to that. Would you respect the Beirut win, or you want to see him fight a real challenge?
Hello.
Man, I feel like we just saw that, man. We just saw, the unification bout of two email champions to become a lineal email champion. I think we're as a boxing fan, I'm tired of it. I'm over that.
I don't even think they should have put the lineal on a line for Boots and Stanionis when Bud was the lineal. He went up. Like, why would you just throw that on a line like that? You know what I'm saying? You didn't beat. He's still active. You didn't beat.
I said the same thing.
The rules are that the number 1 versus the number 2 in the division gets a
Stanionis was never number 2, bro. Brian Norman.
Like, you stop talking out your ass. You don't do that.
You see what I mean, bro? I hate people do that, bro.
HLD, man. He was.
How was Stanionis number 2? Because Eddie Hearn said it.
2 by Ring Magazine's ranking, and that's how it went. Simple as that.
HLD. They made him number 2 just in time for that bout, man.
Exactly.
He didn't work through the ranking system.
There was no one else at the time.
Fighters that get their biggest
offer. He didn't go though, Brad. A lot of people.
I mean, the division is fucking empty. That's what it is.
Well, how do you?
I'm not saying that it's like, oh my god, a real, like, what we know what the number 2 really would be.
Okay,
but that's
so
what it was.
HLD. Well, let's talk common sense. How do you not consider Mario Barrios the longer reigning champion, 1 or 2, when he actually knocked out and stopped Ugas?
Exactly.
I think Stanionis is better than Barrios, though, bro. In my opinion, bro.
But
a lot of people thought Stanionis was gonna beat Boots.
But what did Stanionis do to make you believe that he was better than Barrios?
Because the
ranking prominent win.
Or Norman, he got less fights. He got less fights than Norman, less knockouts.
The rankings don't have a specific. It's really, there's 21 guys at Ring Magazine, reporters and writers for them and shit, and they vote on how they want to make who what based on what their own each individual criteria is.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's not
a solidified way.
HLD. What criteria made what criteria?
Let me finish. I was going to tell you there is no set criteria. It's an opinion-based vote.
Okay, but look, how did they come up with the conclusion that Stanionis at 15-9 is better than Brian Norman with more wins and more knockouts and a better resume?
At that time, who the fuck was Norman Jr.?
He fought Santillan. That's a better win than any win on Stanionis' resume.
That's the way they saw that, bro.
So they did it just to put it. That's what we saying. They put him there just to put that belt on the line to give it to Boots.
How does number 1? How did they give it? Because number 1 and number 2 was on the line. That's that. How they got to that? Hey, that's your opinion. I can respect that, but I'm just saying that's how it works. To get the lineal belt,
I heard Eddie Hearn say I didn't really see the rankings at that time. I would have to look it up.
I'm telling you, man. There's 2 ways of getting the ring belt. It's either by taking it off a champion or when number 1 and number 2 guy fight.